one of the greatest countries in the history of the world. You are the country of Shakespeare, the steam engine. You defeated Napoleon. You destroyed the slave trade. My country, America, became great as it is because of what we inherited from you, from Britain.
Oh my God, let's fucking go. Let's bring it on. I love it. Still gets me, guys. It still gets me.
I love that intro so much.
Oh my God. Fuck. I wish we leave it on.
Do you like M83 then?
Hey? Let's leave it on
the band that's M83 that is.
What is the name of the band?
M83.
Oh right, okay. I'll have to look them up.
Is that from that Tom Cruise?
Where did SJJ go? He's in the chat. Where's he gone? Oh, he just popped off. He was there. Oh, he needs to restart his MacBook. Okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah, what did you say? What are they called?
No, M83.
I've never heard of them. M83.
Well, you play them every week. I feel like you should know.
Yeah, I know I should. French electronic rock group. Okay. Okay.
It works.
Didn't they do that Tom Cruise film? He's like with the aliens, but he's like a clone. I'm sure that was them.
I've got no idea. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, in the news this week, on the show this week, high energy start to the week. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We're here every Sunday at 7 o'clock. We're having a bit of a chit chat. We've got Lucy Connolly, the infamous Lucy Connolly tweet. We're going to talk about that. We'll talk about Steve Laws did an interview. We'll talk about there's the other interview, isn't it? There's the Dominic Cummings interview. Maybe we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the police kicking out the Freemasons, cracking down on the Freemasons. What's going on there? We'll talk about the fire. There was a fire, and the Zoomers didn't know how to run away. We're gonna have a special interview with SJJ. He's going to explain to us why Zoomers don't run away from fires. We've got Lily Phillips getting baptized, and we've got a bunch of other random bullshit. But I mean, we know what the main story of the week is. Donald Trump is preparing to kidnap Keir Starmer. He's done a trial run on Venezuela. He's done a trial run, and it's going to happen, guys. It's going to happen too. He's going to kidnap Keir Starmer, and he's going to make Tharium king of England. So there you go.
And you will all rejoice in the streets.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. What do I have to do though? What are the strings attached with me becoming king?
Well, you have to get your armor.
Yeah, you have to have lots of babies, I think.
The armor you wanted to buy.
Do I have to give Donald Trump a blowjob though?
Oh,
no.
Wow.
No.
Nothing is ever freely given.
That's a really different turn than what I thought.
Well,
here this is how power works, though. This is how power works. You've got to give.
I'd say that's a hard no right there.
Yeah. You can give a blowjob for us, Aubrey. That's
no. My boyfriend is right here next to me, guys. Let's be nice. PG, please.
I nominate a champion to do my blowjobs for me.
Oh God! Well, this has really gone off to the wrong start.
Not even 3 minutes in.
Oh Jesus Christ! Mercian, what's your take?
Take on what? Sorry, I was
Venezuela. Trump has.
I don't really have Yeah, I don't really have a massive take on it because it just doesn't bother me. It seems like America went in, and to me, it's all over now.
Oh no! It's just beginning.
What do you
Just
mean it's
beginning.
all over now? What, are you not happy about
Well,
it? Then?
I feel like, well, they've achieved what they wanted. They got Maduro out. That happened in a night, and now they'll rule. They'll either rule it or just let it decompose. I don't know. It's it's what America does, isn't it?
Yeah, it's funny because you're seeing some people say, "Whoa, this changes everything," but this is what America's always done. We've got someone in a country that has oil, coming with some excuse. He's a very bad man. We invade.
Hang on. Let me clarify. It's American oil. It's not just oil.
Yeah, it's in the ground somewhere on Earth. It's American oil.
It's American oil. Trump said it. It's American oil.
Oh,
No, sorry.
I mean, it is literally American oil in that it's in a continent of America.
I guess yeah, got a point there. I suppose. Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted your point, Harry.
Yeah, but this is what they've always done. No, we're going to regime change this nation, take its oil. Yeah, no, this is nothing new. So now we're going to have a 20-year prolonged occupation of Venezuela, just like we had with Iraq.
Well, we might not because we haven't occupied it. It's a
Well, no,
serious...
Trump's saying they're going to run it.
Well, we don't have troops on the ground. I don't know how they pulled this mission off. I guess we'll find out over the next few days. I'm assuming they flew some helicopters in. Delta Force jumped out. They fucking killed everybody, grabbed the president, and then got back out again.
Yeah, we have some
like
videos.
That.
It's possible that this was a deal with Maduro, rather than just killing him. It's we go in and we take you out. Then because everyone wants the spectacle. Now he wants the spectacle of not just meekly surrendering, and then Trump wants the spectacle of being the big tough guy. So because there was no fighting back, like basically,
what was that big explosion then?
That was the Americans. There was no fighting back from the actual Venezuelans, which is just because you see all the videos, they're not doing anything. I mean, were they all just caught asleep or something? I don't know. I mean, it could also be they're just a really incompetent military.
I haven't seen any of the videos, so I got no idea.
Yeah, you've got like the attack helicopters going around shooting at some stuff, and then they've got the Black Hawks coming with the Delta Force guys. They go in and take them. Fly out.
Well, I guess we should be asking Aubrey, seeing as you work for the CIA.
Yeah.
And you're
seeing as I do.
Your boyfriend's ex-CIA.
My dad? Not my boyfriend and my dad and me?
Well, your boyfriend. Hang on.
None
your
of
dad's
us.
military, isn't he? Oh, okay.
My dad was military.
Shit, they've cancelled her.
But that doesn't mean he was CIA.
Okay. So what's your take on it? What's your military?
Going out. Can you guys hear me?
The CIA's
Hello?
just cancelled your internet. That's it.
Mm-mm.
It's over. It's over, guys. It's over. SJJ, are you there?
He's thrilled. Trump's become a neocon.
My internet died.
I'm here. What's up?
SJJ,
I'm excited.
I turned Wi-Fi off.
Hot take. SJJ back on the show. Guest appearance. Number 33 people watching. Special number. What is your take, SJJ, on Venezuela?
So my take is everybody's saying that you shouldn't be excited. You shouldn't like this kind of thing for whatever reason. I naturally was excited by this. I think this was a good move. It is bad for the BRICS world empire, which sucks dick. So it's bad for them. It destabilizes Putin's reach across the globe, the Iranians, the North Koreans, all that communist bloc. So I also have a take that this is, perhaps like a strategic move by Trump to get the oil, to start pumping the oil really, really quickly, get it into the global economy.
Yeah,
He's
not going to do that because, I mean, when he's talking about this, I mean, are you fucking retarded? So they're going to send in American oil companies right? And he's saying we're going to pump all the oil. They're not going to.
They've already taken.
Because they've been taking it from us.
They've already taken the oil
but the American
infrastructure.
Companies, right, but the American companies, they're not going to just start pumping loads of oil because that will flood the market and crash the price. It's not.
Well, I think the point is they want to control it.
Yeah, they'll control
and
it.
They want it to be sold for dollars. They're protecting the petrodollar.
Yeah.
This is the point.
Well, wait, hear me out, right? Right, we're going into the midterms in America. Trump is in a weak place unless he gets the economy on track, and Americans really feel it. I saw somebody post today that for the first time, like in a long time, gas price in Texas was close to $2.10, and they were like, "Wow, I've not seen this a lot." And this is what Americans care about. Right, they care, but you care about this, don't you? At the pump in America, this is
I mean, we drive everywhere. We don't.
There we go.
Take like city transit. I mean, unless you're in New York City or Chicago.
If you want to reach the voter, you do it at the gas pump in America. Now, if you can flood the market with oil over the next year, he's got until November. He can bring the price of world oil down. This will also really put the noose around Putin's neck, because his only export is oil, and if it goes below $50 a barrel, then he's basically making a loss on it. So, there's a couple of strategic things here that this really could be a masterstroke, and to have done it so quick, it was clean, it was efficient, it was real movie style commando shit.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking forward to the movie. I got to say, SJJ, I kind of agree with you. I think it was a good move. Because it is. It's not like Iraq. It's not like some Middle Eastern country. It is like. Well, it's America. It's in the South American continent. It is in their back door.
It's the fucking Aztecs, like these absolutely brutal psychos. Like this isn't going to be an easy occupation.
We're not occupying them, Thariot. Nobody's occupying.
Nobody's occupying.
Nobody's occupied. They just went in there. They took out the president, and now a new president's going to come in, and they'll do a deal with America instead of doing a deal with China. That's all that's happened. It's very clean.
But there's going to be a lot of disruption. The cartels will be moving in to take control. Well, so then America is going to be forced to put its troops in.
Well, we don't know.
We're not going to do that.
I think this has been.
It seems like they're cooperating because they basically let them take Maduro.
Do you think that anybody, this vice president, whoever the fuck she is or whatever, or whoever's claiming to now run Venezuela, is going to really turn against him? They know they're going to be next. They know they're going to be next. He's just going to do it again. They're going to get the flashbang through their window, and the Delta Force whip them away if they don't cooperate. So I think this was an amazing move. Now I'm being cautious as to go full gung ho. I know it sounds like I am, but I was just impressed by how clean, how swift. This was a tin pot dictator in a shithole country, on the doorstep of America. America, I think, should have every right to clean up its own backyard. These people
Russia does.
I mean, they're bringing so many drugs into our country.
Russia started, so.
It's very different. It's
It's not really different, though, is it, mate?
It's not. This is just power.
Well, look, it would have been different. What would have been different is if Russia could have pulled this off. They tried, they failed. Their Spetsnaz, or whatever you call their supposed elite force, failed. They tried this 3-day bomb rush of Kiev, and it failed. And now they're in a 3-year quagmire. Trump did it in 4 hours.
It is quite an impressive display of Anglo military prowess. I mean, you've got to give it that. It's hard not to have respect for it.
And that goes with you guys, too. I mean, I still always say this, but I consider our militaries to be very close allies. And, I mean, I know they work together.
Yeah.
I mean,
the beautiful thing about it is all the worst people are against this as well, so I just can't not be for it. Academic Agent on Twitter is literally crashing out about this today, so it's amazing to see all the worst people like George Galloway are crying, and all the literal communist shitheads are upset about this.
Yeah,
I'm fine with it from the perspective of it's just the primordial truth. The strong do what they will, and the weak suffer what they must. This is just how the world works. My questions about it is, I just don't think it's going to be that easy. I think there's going to be more problems because America has always failed at this regime change nonsense. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, they pulled it off a few times. I mean, Iran didn't work out so well, but they've done more. They've pulled. The CIA's done some stuff.
No, they can destabilize a country. They don't ever build it up.
Yeah, but that's not our job. Our job is to destabilize it and get people in there so that they have a chance at democracy. That's what our job is.
No.
Yes.
Trump is saying that they're going to, he's saying that they're going to be running Venezuela now.
No.
America is.
That's how you have to do it as well. These people need to know the firm iron hand of law.
Yeah, because that's the primordial truth. It's just
with the veil of democracy.
Yeah,
guys, people there are cheering in the streets for this. They didn't like their leader. I mean, they wanted him out too.
People hated Saddam Hussein as well. That didn't turn out so easy for America, though, did it?
It is fair that that the Rothschilds have congratulated Trump on this. So I mean,
listen, we can only give people the opportunity. We can't make them do it. So in Iraq, not Iran, but in Iraq, in Afghanistan, I mean, we tried to give them the tools, but then we discovered, they are just not, they're living like 2,000 years back in time.
You didn't really.
We did. No, I'm not talking about Biden's exit.
No,
that was terrible.
You installed an American puppet, and when the people don't want an American puppet, well, you're doing democracy wrong. More bombs.
No, I don't believe that to be the case. I believe that we get bad leaders out sometimes, and then we give people a chance at democracy. If they can't do it, then they can't do it, and they don't do it. They don't cut it.
But do good leaders have to be very pro-America?
I don't think that they have to be. I don't think
in America's backyard they do. Otherwise, this happens. On the screen is the inflation rates in Venezuela. According to the IMF, this has been the annual inflation in Venezuela. Maduro came into power in 2013. Look at the record that he's had in this country. Imagine living under this. Now, and before 2013, he was the vice president. So this is his record. Imagine having to suffer this. This is just insane.
Yeah, it's a shithole.
Yeah.
But you see, people don't like being invaded. Yeah, they could hate Maduro, but when it's, when it's like someone else coming in, some other country coming in, taking your resources, it tends to get people's hackles up a bit.
Let's just watch this quickly.
The petrodollar is actually a device invented by Kissinger and Nixon.
U.S. President Richard Nixon sent his Secretary of State and National Security Advisor Henry Kissinger to Saudi Arabia for a secret meeting.
That meeting took place on a battleship called the USS Quincy, and very few records were kept of that meeting. But Roosevelt promised the King of Saudi Arabia weapons and protection in exchange for the United States to have the exclusive right to develop oil from Saudi Arabia using dollars. Meaning, if countries wanted to trade the most important commodity of all, oil, they needed to get their hands on dollars. And from that point on, oil would be priced in USD. And if a country tried to get their hands on oil without using dollars, that country...
Anyway, whatever. We are all in agreement that it's about the petrodollar.
Yeah, it's about it. The drugs is such a fucking... Oh, what a joke. It's about
I don't think that's a joke.
Piss off. Oh, it's a joke. Venezuela isn't the drug problem. You've got much bigger drug problems from Colombia and Mexico.
Mexico, yes. I don't think.
Yeah, it is the drugs. It's just absolute dishonesty. Nothing to do with it. It's just the oil.
And so, what if it is?
I know, but I'm just saying, a bit of honesty.
So, what if it is?
I'd appreciate just honesty. It's about the oil. We came for the oil.
Yeah,
I think that it is and it isn't. But so, what if it is? I mean, this helps stabilize you guys as well. If the dollar does well, does it not?
I'm with Aubrey.
Yes, it does.
I'm with Aubrey. This was a dictator on America's doorstep in South America, swinging his dick around. He was literally giving these, fist thumping speeches saying, "Come and get me, coward," just a couple of weeks ago. And Trump was basically preparing to do this right as he was doing this. And this is now a message to the rest of the continent that you can't carry on like this. That this kind of tin pot dictatorship, running a basket case country, a shithole on America's doorstep, where you're aligned with China and Russia and doing all the other bad things, just is not going to stand. And so, it's peace through strength. And what's
Correct.
not to love, as an early take, what's not to love?
I'll just play this one.
From China, Russia, Latin America, the Caribbean, Africa, Asia, the governments of the world are simply shocked at the victims and targets of an attack of this nature, which undoubtedly has a Zionist slant. It's really
She'll be next.
Okay,
if she
have
carries
you
on.
guys not done the same thing in so many other countries? Let's talk about like India. Let's talk about South Africa. I mean, I'm not saying that's bad that you guys were there. I'm not saying that at all. But
we didn't bullshit about it. We're here to conquer you.
No,
none of this crap about drugs and we're here to give you democracy and all this bullshit. No, we're here to conquer you.
I don't believe
it would have been better if Trump had just said, "Look, we need to protect the petrodollar." But I guess he can't say that because then people will understand what the real weakness is.
Yeah,
they probably don't want people to know about the petrodollar. But that's the scam. The whole world is running on a scam, and the scam is the petrodollar. And the petrodollar scam is the fact that every country has to buy oil with the dollar, which allows America to export all of its inflation.
Yep.
So the Fed can just print money, pump up the stock exchange, and they don't have to worry too much about hyperinflation because every other country in the world has to keep billions and billions and billions of dollars in its bank account in order to buy petrol. It's a massive scam. It's made America incredibly wealthy.
Also, the British Empire did actually try to help all its colonies and improve them, teach them how to be reasonable countries.
Which
America
we did as well.
No. America is purely about extraction. It has nowhere has been improved by America.
I know for a fact my ex was personally, they were training Afghanistan, the troops. That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to help those guys. Believe it or not, whatever. I'm telling you, that's what he was doing over there.
What did they do while they were sodomizing?
That's what our guys were doing. Not talking about Biden's exit here.
Right. What were they doing? What do they want those troops for? To impose like gay rights? Like gay rights is basically America's only export.
No, that was not at all. Because again, he went over there under Trump, not Biden.
No, I know. But what did America want for Afghanistan? They wanted gay rights.
That's oh my gosh, Therium, what am I going to do with you? I thought I loved you, and now I'm not sure.
Oh wow!
I mean, what has America exported though, other than gay rights?
Other than gay rights,
right?
Well, I mean, I think we were trying to fight terror cells that also are a threat to you guys.
Yeah, well, that didn't happen though, did it? They're still in control. So,
well, that's the problem. I mean, we fucked it all up. Biden fucked it all up when he exited the way he did. I mean, that was terrible. But we also, I think we were fighting a losing war over there because I don't think that they won. I think that's what we found out was, we gave them a chance. No,
they didn't want
we gave them, no, that's not it. But we gave them a chance and they just don't want to stand up for themselves. They don't want to fight. They don't want to become westernized. And we tried. We gave them a chance.
Rights. Yeah. They don't want gay rights, and they don't want women to vote, which is also
just about being gay. But
you do know about Bacha Bazzi, though, don't you? You know about that. You know about the little boys and they're sodomizing the little boys.
Yeah.
And you know
America enabled that. America enabled that.
Yeah, you know.
No, that was just something we couldn't change. That's been going on for thousands of years there.
The Taliban shut that shit down.
Yeah.
No, they didn't. They didn't. They do that. Oh my God! If you guys think that they're not the ones doing that, you have no idea. You have no idea.
All the tribal warlords that came out, and then all our Western soldiers were told just ignore it. Taliban.
Well, because they were told. I mean, you can't. That's something where unfortunately we can't intervene on that. I mean, there's so much we can do.
The British Empire would have done.
Okay, well.
Anyway, all we're trying to say is the British Empire is better
Yeah.
than the American Empire.
Yes,
That's
of
what we're saying.
course. Where,
Just-
well,
Well,
Like, look
because
at-
at least we admit. First of all, we admitted we had an empire. Second of all, we had the gold standard. We weren't doing this hyperinflation petrodollar nonsense, driving the whole world into poverty. And thirdly, we didn't export divorce and homosexuality all across the world. When the British Empire ruled the world,
we
And civic
exported
nationalism,
divorce.
civic nationalism.
excuse me, when the British Empire ruled the world, people dressed properly and they got married and they had children. And then America took over. You had a sexual revolution, and now everybody in every country of the world, they have girlfriends and boyfriends. It's not normal.
Yeah,
It's
the
actually
hippies
genuinely
sucked and feminists sucked. And I apologize to you for that because that is America's fault. I humbly apologize.
Okay, good.
I agree. I concede.
You can also see what the plan is with Ukraine. You know, they want to just export gay rights to Ukraine as well, and they want to flood them with immigrants, give them cheap labor in Ukraine. This is just what the American empire does. It's purely about extracting and making us gay and brown.
Making us gay and brown. Well, I mean, let's not forget that your country has been bringing in a lot of...
Yeah, because of America. American foreign policy has pushed this. It controls who gets into power and who doesn't. Like Enoch Powell was the last politician to he was our last great politician, and he saw the threat from America, and he wanted to completely divorce from America. Then
I think that's ridiculous.
Actions were taken to remove him from power, and we've been in a terminal decline ever since.
And it's America's fault. Yes. Okay. All right.
Yeah, we're not. Look, I'm not against America. Tharium is. I love America. I want to save our colony. I want to protect my colony. So I'm not against you. But I am saying that the British Empire did a better job of running the world. And yes, in answer to your question, yes, we did do gunboat diplomacy. And yes, what Trump has just done to Venezuela is gunboat diplomacy. And if it's short and it's sweet and it works out nicely, then I think it's going to be okay. I mean, I'm just disappointed that we've had this massive show of force of foreign policy, but Trump, for some reason, can't manage to kick some Somalians out of the country. This is just the thing.
Yeah.
It's just like,
And while you're talking about that, I'd just like to say that I love the American people, and there are worse choices for a hegemon of the world. But you are awful in the same way. So there you go.
This is where America really just fails at regime changes, because they want to do this fake democracy shit where they just install puppets. Whereas the British Empire just said, we're in charge.
Yeah, but that was a different time and place. I mean, that was a different world back then. You can't do that anymore.
You can.
It was.
Power is still power.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's just done what you're saying you wish they'd do.
Yeah, but they're going to try and bullshit around, and that's just going to cause all these problems.
We shoot ourselves in the foot because we do try to implement these changes, and then I agree with you. If maybe we took control for a little while at least, or whatever. I mean, like you guys did with different area, but I don't know that we can in this day and age. That's the thing. So
you kind of this is your problem, because America pushed this whole post-world order, new world order shit of democracy and international
I believe
law.
in democracy, though.
Yeah, but it's kind of doesn't work. Whereas you've got to just go to these places and go, here's Doug Smith, he's your sultan now. That's how the American empire should be run. But they can't do that. They can't bring themselves, because it's against their sort of liberal values and that they sort of pretend they hold.
I mean, we have gone, I think, very far away from what our founders kind of had in mind when they set up the country.
Oh, yeah.
And so we've discussed that. Yeah, we've discussed that a lot. And that's the problem you guys are facing in a lot of ways too now. I mean, we don't have our own identity and culture anymore, and it's affecting us in every area. And I don't know how we fix it. I don't. I believe in democracy in principle.
I believe in democracy too, Aubrey. I'm on your side.
Thank you. Thank you.
We need to go Swiss democracy. That's what we need to go. We need to copy the Swiss. We need direct democracy. That's the path forward. This is how we dig ourselves out of this mess.
I like English democracy. I mean, it's the first democracy in the world. It's just been subverted by Blairites and similar communist type people for decades now.
Wouldn't you like the old days, Brutus, where your only interaction with the state was the post office?
Yeah, but it didn't work out though, did it?
Well, we trusted America. That was the problem.
Oh my god! Oh my god, Therium. I still do love you a little, but I'm just
you two, Therium and Aubrey are like two sides of a horseshoe that are, in my opinion, like equally as bad as the other. Therium is infected with hating the American empire and everything that it's produced, yet we live in the time and place where we have all benefited from the riches of the global American economy that has enhanced our lives for all its ills as well.
Well, it hasn't really.
Yeah.
Yes, it has. It has.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
No, because you're measuring wealth.
Hold on.
In terms
Let me
of
make the case.
Can I buy an iPhone? You should really measure wealth in terms of, can I buy a house? And you can't buy a house. And why can't you buy a house? Because of a slow inflation, which is being caused by the petrodollar and by the fiat currency or the Fed. They bankrupted the whole world.
You're looking to
feminism as well, with the double income trap as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like you are talking about a very tiny period in history that you like have nostalgia for, which is like the 1950s and 60s. You wish you were a boomer who had access to low price housing. Now, I agree that today we have a problem with inflated housing costs compared to income costs. This is a problem. It's not perfect, but imagine, right, being born at any other time other than this like 20-year period that you have nostalgia for in America, being a boomer, which you wish you were, and you have resentment that you're not. Right? If you'd have been born in the 1920s, you'd have faced World War. You'd probably be dead. If you were born in the 1800s, you'd probably be like working in a mill at 8 years old. You wouldn't even, you would have been subject to incredible abject poverty. But you're not. You're born here, and the problems that you have are that you're like literally streaming on a MacBook with high-speed internet, complaining about the price of rent. And in comparison, these are problems.
Who was happier though?
These are problems, but we have to keep it in perspective. Is my point.
Who was happier though?
SJJ is my favorite.
This is what matters really, more than material wealth. How happy are people? And we all know everyone's just getting more and more miserable every day.
Yeah, but I think there's a lot more that goes into
unhappy.
that. Go
Sorry.
ahead. No.
I was just going to say that they're unhappy because there are real issues with modernity. We have to criticize them. There's a mass immigration. There is the real cost of living. All these problems are real. But people are also deeply unhappy through nihilism, through being too lazy, through like blaming everything,
everybody's a victim,
the outside world, through being online too much. There's a lot of things that are causing the malaise, and a lot of it is like a malaise of modernity, of too in a weird way of too much abundance. And I know that sounds bad. I know that sounds wrong when you can't make ends meet and you're living paycheck to paycheck. But compared to any other time in history, you're actually relatively wealthy.
Right. And that's so true. And I think that now we've become so self-focused, just in general. And I think that we have everything so easily accessible. We're not working on farms to, grow our own food. And I don't know, like my great grandparents did. I know there are farmers out there. I'm not that stupid, but I'm just saying, like, we have access to everything that we actually really need. And as a result, I think we've also just become so center focused on ourselves. And I think we've created a lot of spoiled brats. And I think people are what?
No, No, okay. I'm just okay. So my pushback is to say everything is gay and multicultural, and it's America's fault.
Well,
Yes,
That came from
Yeah.
America. It didn't come.
I mean-
it didn't come from. Excuse me. It didn't come from England. The whole multicultural
Right.
diversity. We are a melting pot. We are a nation of immigrants. All of this is downstream from America. It's not. It's not a British idea. It comes from you lot. You poisoned the whole world with this bullshit.
I mean,
And
I agree
so,
with you.
despite the fact that I can buy a MacBook, I'd actually rather live in an English ethno-state, to be honest with you, like the one that we used to have.
I would too. I would like our country to be that as well. I mean, it used to be that even though we did allow people in from other countries, it was people that were actually going to teach here or that were going to provide some type of science work or whatever. I mean, they were highly educated, and now we've inundated our country with people that are not. And it's happened with you guys too. And yes, again, I apologize. Our
Yeah.
hippies,
You,
the
Aubrey.
hippies and feminists ruined the world in many ways.
It wasn't you, Aubrey. You don't need to
It's-
apologise.
my problem is more with the American government than the people. Most of the people
Yeah.
are nice. They just have no idea how their government actually works. So I hold my hate for the government. Don't worry.
Yeah, like what
Um,
we hate our government as well.
But SJJ, do you think you'd be happier working on a farm, some medieval farm, or in an office job, doing emails all day?
Well, I've not chosen the office job in this incarnation right here. So
but there's billions of people who do that. So who would have been in farms in the past?
yeah,
So
I mean,
what
look,
would you say? Yeah.
it's a problem of modernity. I agree with you, but if you're not suited to that, you should do something else like that. There are other things available. Unfortunately, people do get locked into things that does drive this sense of nihilism and the problems of modernity. They're all real. All the things that you guys are highlighting, they're real. Plus the fact that we allowed society and culture to be hijacked by this neoliberal order that has fucked everything up and delivered us the gay and all this stuff is all true and real, and that's why we're all criticizing it and pushing back on it, and all that hopefully can be turned around. But just in terms of the wealth creation and the American empire and the petrodollar, you see it all as evil, but it's also presided over creating stable energy markets, post-war reconstruction, rising living standards, the largest expansion of the global middle class in history.
Right.
All these things are also true, and we take them for granted in ways that
Was
people
it
don't
that,
appreciate.
or was it us creating the Industrial Revolution? That's what really started
That
it.
first, that kicked it off, yes.
Yeah, and it's all just been downstream from that. And
But there
unfortunately,
was, sorry.
globalism is just kind of destroying that now. It's taken it too far.
100%.
There was security though in jobs. There's security in jobs, even if it's an office job that you don't like. There's security there that wasn't there if you were a peasant on a farm necessarily.
We don't have job
You didn't have.
security anymore. What are you talking about? There's no job security.
I would argue that. I mean, I'm maybe not in specific companies at a time, whatever, but you can go out and find other jobs. You can. There is an availability of work. It may not be exactly what you want. I'm not saying that, but there's an availability of work. If you're trying to feed your family, you can do it. And I don't care what anybody says as an excuse. You can absolutely do it. It may not be a job you want, but you can do it. And that's not been the case throughout history. So, we bitch and moan about what life is like right now, but I think it's a lot better than it has been in previous eras. The 50s we glamorize, yes. But, also with the gay rights stuff and all of that, I think we have to follow the trail of where that originates. And I think it's a follow the money type of thing.
Sorry. Yeah.
The sex changes, all of that goes right up to these corporations, these, drug pharmaceutical companies. They're planting these seeds, and they've been fighting this fight for a long time. They knew what they wanted.
Do you know what the real problem with modernity is? With being connected to everything, seeing everything, we get to see how the elites and celebrities live. I don't think the peasants used to see that. They used to see other peasants.
Good point. Good point.
I mean, this is what kicked off in Nepal, because their government was just living up very lavish lifestyles. And their kids were posting on social media, while the Nepalese peasants had none of that. So there you go. We'll just burn you all alive. Actually,
you raised something very good here, Tharian, right? And it is a good test as to like how true your hatred of like the West is. Right? I know you focus it on America, but where would you rather be born? Would you, for all the ills of everything, and I say yes, they're all true, all these problems that we say, but where would you rather be born? Would you rather be born in the global south, in any of these other countries, or would you rather be born in America or here in the UK today?
There was a story in the Crimean War of a French officer who said to an English officer, "If I hadn't been born French, I'd want to be born English." And the English officer said, "Well, thank you very much. If I hadn't been born English, I'd want to be born English."
Okay.
So, I mean, obviously, I'd always pick to be English.
So there we go. For all the ills of
Okay, if
society,
you couldn't be
still
English, what would you want to be? If you really could not, you can't say, "I would be English."
I mean, we've all won the lottery. You realize that, don't you?
We have.
It's like a 5% chance of being born in America or in the UK or in one of
Not
the
really.
modern.
Not really. I
Well,
think.
where else? Where would you prefer?
Italy, Greece.
Well, I was going to say all one of the modern
allowed the
European
West.
countries. You'd rather be born in Brazil?
In a nice part of Brazil, for sure.
Oh well, there we go. The chance that you'd be born in a favela.
Whoa! I mean, outside of the city, the majority of Brazil's nice. The favelas are in the cities. If you go to like the small towns, they're really nice. The people are nice. The people are friendly. You can buy a house. You can get a girlfriend. You can have a wife. You can live a life.
And it's like
all your friends are
for
there.
me-
It's chilled out. It's nice. I cannot explain it to you if you have not been there. It's very. You have to go there, and you have to experience it. But the people there are happy. They're just happy.
Yeah, this
and
is
the people in this country are not happy. And
They're
I
probably
know
happy
this
because it's warm.
I know this because I talk to Brazilians and they tell me all the time. They say everybody is miserable, and it's true.
How much of that do you think is the media's fault? Like you were talking about just displaying
we're getting
everything.
conquered by Pakistan. Is probably the driving problem, isn't it?
I mean, so
there's
the
also a
ancient
cultural
Greeks-
problem in that Latinos have more of a family orientated culture.
Right.
They talk to it. They eat meals together. They have more of a sense of community. The modern Anglo world is very, very alienated. I mean, you're glorifying all of this technology, but people are just sitting and wasting their lives watching their phones. It's atrocious. I watched a video just last night. I watched a video. A guy said, "Watch this video and you'll never doom scroll again." And he was basically explaining that with these 10-second videos, because it's all short-term memory, your brain does not have the ability to digest anything that you see in any of these 10-second videos. And so when you're doom scrolling, basically if you're doom scrolling for like an hour, your brain's switched off. It's not even functioning. It's not even like it's asleep. It's worse than television. It's just like, and he said to prove it to you, can you remember any video that you watched? And it's like, oh shit, no, I can't remember practically any doom scrolling video that I ever watched. It's because you can't digest it. So people are wasting like 10% of their lives, something like this.
Yeah.
Maybe more, I would say.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem, but yet people choose to do it because it's fun.
Well, because people are addicted to dopamine hits, aren't they?
Yeah.
This is basic biology that's being hijacked by.
The point I'm making is you're glorifying all this modern technology that's been given to us. I think it's shit. I would much rather live in a nice, cozy Italian village,
to do it.
going to church, and I know everybody that lives there, and there's a community, and it's nice. I'd much rather that to the shit that we have to deal with today.
Well, you're in Brazil and you came home.
That's because I'm fit in. I'm a foreigner. You can't live in a foreign land and be happy.
Yeah,
Well, I agree with that.
living abroad does really focus that you
Yeah,
don't
where's
I
your
mean, I
harm?
could
Yeah.
say the same things about Thailand that you say about Brazil. I've lived in Thailand, and very much the same for the people there. But they also live simpler lives, but they're also
Happier.
well,
the ancient Greeks figured this out.
Are they?
in
They
some
had
ways, but I mean,
the
I
ancient
think
Greeks
they
figured
are.
this out.
I've been to Thailand. They seem sorry, Tharum. I've been to Thailand. I think they're happier. Go on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the ancient Greeks call it eudaimonia, which is just human flourishing, rather than it's kind of a bit deeper than just like happiness, but it's kind of that sort of thing. And just being an atomized individual, like we're sort of encouraged in the West, you're never going to find that. So I think, like you're saying about, would you rather be born in the global South? There are plenty of people who are content and happy in these places.
Definitely.
I don't doubt
And
that.
is
But they
that,
also live
I
more
mean, and so then-
precarious lives. They
but
have less
Or do
access to
they?
opportunity.
They live precarious lives in comparison to us, but are they that precarious when they know that they can ask their uncle or their auntie or their brother or their cousin or etc. 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 for help if they lose their job or if they've got a bit of a problem?
And we can't?
I can't.
See, my argument against you, SJJ, and this
Mhm.
isn't a big one. If you were correct, communism would never take hold of anyone, and communism does. And what communists wants is to drag everyone down to the same level. They don't want to up
Well-
everyone to one level, do they? I know there's what they call the luxury champagne socialists and communists, but there's, as well as I do, communism is to drag everyone down to the lowest level rather than get everyone up to the highest level, because getting everyone to the highest level is impossible.
Yeah, but a good part of that, right, Mercy, could be that, like you say, in the modern day media age, we see now the vast disparity between the rich and the poor, and then people play upon this. They highlight it. They cut, like the commies used to go around to the factories and point out, we need to tax the rich, the proletariat against the capitalists, and and exploit these things. But these are false choices, false dichotomies to make. But all the problems that we're all highlighting are also real. Like all the things that you're saying, Brutus, about our family structures and that. Those are real issues. I'm not saying that they're not. And the doom scrolling shit too.
Well, a lot of it's just feminism. Like if you don't have a wife,
right,
then and you don't have a stay-at-home wife, then it all falls to pieces, because usually it's the women that hold the family together, like the birthdays and Christmas and all this stuff. Like blokes are just, they don't really bother about that stuff. It's the women that arrange all of these kinds of things, or even back in the old day, you used to have community festivals. You can see the pictures of the bunting and people arranging chairs and tables in the middle of the street. And
we
having,
still
meals
do here. We do in our smaller communities, especially. I mean, in small towns where my family lives, where I live, we have a lot of that. You can get as involved in your community as you want to. And so, yeah.
But the feminism's really killed it.
I agree with that.
That's the Rockefellers and the Jews, essentially Jewish feminists, just like saying, "Oh yeah, go into the workplace." That's second wave feminism. It's killed it.
Right. No, I agree with that. I think fathers, do hold the family together as well, though, in a security structure. And I think the females, that's why we work well together, because we provide different things. So, but we need to get that back. I totally agree with you.
Yeah. So, you can throw scorn at people in the third world or people in the past, but the fact of the matter is, people in the past or in the third world, they would get married in their 20s, like they should do,
like my parents did,
and it's healthy. Nowadays, people don't get married until their 30s, and so you don't have family formation, and society is just fucking disintegrating.
Listen, I do not throw scorn on people in second world Asia and places like that. I consider Thailand and these places second world. The third world, many of these places are shitholes.
And what are you talking about? Because it's very broad. Are you just talking about Africa? Obviously Africa's shit.
Yeah.
Obviously India's shit.
Indonesia, India.
Okay, obviously Muslim countries are shit. So okay, I mean, I would argue,
But they have
Latin-
great family structures, Brutus,
Yeah, but they're
and
Muslims.
no
It's
feminism.
Yeah,
No,
but they're
it's
happy
Muslim.
with it.
Yeah, they're Muslims. It's different. They got a whole different world. That book.
Like
the
if you had
Quran
Claire
is-
Corn here, she'd be telling you, you need to start beating your wife and put her in a burqa, and then everything will be
exactly.
back
They're
good
not.
again.
They're not joyful people.
Yeah, they're happy though with it.
I don't know if
They're
they're happy.
happy.
With it. Yeah, maybe
Well,
sort of. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know
That's what
how
they want.
happy the women
They're
are.
afraid.
They're
They're
afraid.
afraid
yeah.
of other
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. I would argue Latin America, Christian Latin America, very nice.
I agree with that.
And Buddhist Thailand. I don't know. I've never been to Cambodia or these places. Probably very nice, but Thailand's very nice. China, I mean, obviously, Japan and South Korea, these are first world, so it's totally different. China is mixed
Well, they're
bag, first world, and
Thailand's actually very degenerate,
right. Yeah, but they deal with it though, don't they? Because they're Buddhists. So it's all right.
Ah, well,
You know what? If you come to
recreational
America,
Buddhists.
other than the cities, the big cities that are Democrat run, if you come to America, I guarantee you guys would like it. We have people are very down. People are very down to earth. We do have good community in our small towns, especially. We have beautiful, beautiful areas. I mean, you can go to all the different coasts and see different things, and there's a lot of land available.
Yeah,
I do like the idea of going to somewhere like Montana, away from everybody.
Right.
Yeah. Well, Americans are a lot more friendly, I think. That's for sure.
They are very friendly, other than New York or something.
Yeah, I was about to say it depends where you're going in America. America's a bit like anywhere else. Just stay away from the big cities. Like it's like in this country, stay away from the big cities. You stay away from the big cities, you have a nice life. It's something about. I don't think people are supposed to live like that. I mean, even you said, Brutus, like about Brazil, stay away from the big cities.
Yeah,
it seems to be universal. You know, if you want a good life, stay away from a city.
Yeah,
because it's
not
a slower way of
bigger than
life.
100,000. That's the ancient rule. The Greeks followed that rule, and I think they were right. When it gets bigger than 100,000, everything starts going to pieces.
Right. It's a slower way of life. It's a more relaxed way of life. I mean, New York is so like just hustle, hustle, hustle. I was there once, and I don't really care to ever go back again, frankly. It's just insane. The pace is crazy. Where I am right now in Alabama, it's beautiful. The people are wonderfully nice. It's laid back. It's beautiful.
Yeah. No, it's nice. Yeah, it's good.
I mean, like I thought if I ever had to emigrate to America, I was thinking about the northeast, where all the place names are named after English cities.
Right. Although then you get into a lot of liberal.
Yeah, but it's the whitest part of the country, at least.
That's the other part of my thinking.
I mean, yeah, I guess technically, but I mean, my high school, we had like 2 black kids that were in my school. I mean, yeah.
It was
It's
either
not, those are the
northeast
cities. Those are the inner cities.
It was either the northeast or somewhere remote, like what do you call them in the middle of like the Utahs and Montanas, the places like that, where there's a lot less people. That's what I was thinking as well.
And the Midwest, other than again the big cities, I grew up in Grand Rapids and in Michigan, and it was beautiful. It's a really cool town or city, but you don't go to Detroit. I mean, Detroit sucks. But the Midwest is wonderful. There's a lot of really great places. It's the cities you avoid.
I don't understand why you call the Midwest, because I look on the map and it's like,
I know
there's a lot more west than that.
I know. I guess that's because of like when we didn't have, California and all of those other, because Missouri is the gateway to the West. St. Louis.
Speaking of Michigan, we made a mistake last week, and we accused the Somalis of all that fraud.
Oh,
because They come out and he's cleared it up.
God.
There wasn't any fraud.
Unfortunately, we saw important documentation, enrollment of the children, and also employee documentation that was gone.
Look at this bitch.
There were also checkbooks that were ripped from our book. This is devastating news. And we don't know
why do they all look
targeting
like
our
this?
Somali community as
Inbreeding.
one video made by a specific individual made this all happen.
So he's complaining because apparently some thief went into their daycare center and stole all the records of all the students, that the very real students they had there.
Of all the different ones, all the different daycares. Wow.
What's amazing is that this is the first time any thief has ever thought to steal enrollment records at a daycare center.
Right.
Yeah, why would? Yeah, is there a lot of money to be made out of selling those records? Like,
no.
This is just racism. This is just racism. These black people are doing their best.
Their very best. They're at the Leering Center.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're learning how to leer.
They still haven't fixed the sign, you guys. They've gone in there and they've like covered it up, and they still can't just paint over the damn thing. Put an N in there.
See, this is where like the IQ limits coming in. They had enough IQ to figure out how to scam the system, but now they've been caught. They can't come up with any sort of good excuses. It's just, oh, yeah, you stole from us.
I think they had a lot of help scamming from people like our wonderful friend Ilhan.
And this dumb bitch.
Right. I mean, they make that's their job, is that they go around and they find these people and they say, okay, here's how we can put this together. Here's how we can scam it.
I saw one of these learning centers had given $6 million or something to the Democrats.
Oh God!
What a nice circular economy.
So that's laundering money essentially.
Yeah, stupid Somalians. We can't kick them out. We can blow up Venezuela. We can kidnap him. We can't get rid of the Somalians.
Oh man, they're just trouble everywhere.
It is a bit of a disappointment.
That is traditionally the problem in America, though, isn't it? The presidency has like absolute authority on foreign policy and foreign action, but struggles to do anything domestically.
Yeah,
we really do. You're very right, and I think the term limits are difficult. It's difficult to get anything done in 4 years, and basically 2 years in, then you're right back to having to campaign again almost, unless you're in your second term. But it's difficult with the structure that we've got set up.
Before we move fully on, could I just say that Brutus put on the screen a moment ago a picture of these like rolling hills in the UK, and I've been out in these places recently quite a lot. You guys like romanticize the rural areas, but I go out into these places and I post about it on Twitter, just to like show people where I am and make a joke like, haha, these are the conditions I have to work in. But in a way, it does like give me a bit of a panic attack actually, because I'm out there and I'm in the middle of nowhere here. There's almost no shops. I'm 30 minutes away from the nearest motorway.
Oh my God!
Where the heck have I gotten myself? And I'm like, I need to get back to civilization ASAP.
Really?
You're kind of proving our point about
my God!
How bad modernity is. This
is nice to look at for half an hour, but then I'm like, okay, I'm in the middle of nowhere down a small windy road. What happens?
Jesus Christ! Wow.
I would love to live in a little English cottage somewhere. I don't know England well enough to say where. Or like in Ireland.
I thought that was a meme. I thought that was a Zoomer meme. I thought that was.
This was literally today. I was here today.
You had to like stop the car and your hands were shaking because of the trees.
Where's the nearest Nando's? Oh no.
Yeah. The windy roads, it takes like 30 or 40 minutes to get somewhere. And I'm like, this is 40. I'm like, this is 40 minutes from a major highway. What am I going to do?
The best part about that is it takes filthy foreign fucks 40 minutes to get to you as well.
Yes, that is one
Yes.
thing. These are white utopias. The diversity
Yeah.
has not impacted these yet.
Well, I'm sad to say I went for a walk recently, and there were a lot of Indians.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. They like the countryside.
Were they in a
starting-
pack? Were they in a
there's-
pack?
Yeah, it's like a
They're
family.
normally in a
so
pack. It's always gross.
They start to yeah, they're feeling comfortable in the countryside, unfortunately. Speaking of Zoomers, segueing into this, I mean, can you explain to us, SJJ, what is going on? Like, guys, run. Wow. Yeah, and they all died. I'm sure if you haven't seen the story on Twitter,
Well,
basically.
you see, what was outside was a field, and they'd rather face the fire than a field.
But if
you can see what was going
if you
on.
haven't seen the story on Twitter, this happened. I think it was in Italy, and it was a party, and the roof caught on fire, and the Zoomers, instead of running away, they got their phones out and they filmed the fire.
Oh my god.
And about 40, was it in Switzerland? And about 40 of them died. A lot of them died. They just couldn't get out, basically.
I didn't see that story. What is wrong with people?
Yeah, they just stood there and they were like, yeah, dude, fire. It's so cool, man.
Isn't fire one of the first things that as cavemen we learned how to manage? Like that you could get burned?
Yeah, but cavemen couldn't get clicks on social media for fire.
Right, that's true. That's
Thank
true.
God to the Zoomer who filmed this. Otherwise, we would have never known what happened.
That's insane.
They got 18.9k likes, so I mean that's something. You know, they can appreciate that when they're in heaven. But I mean, SJJ, you're the Zoomer. What's going on? Can you explain? Is this?
Well, I'm
you're
barely
scared of the trees, but you're not scared of the fire. Like what's?
Yeah, I'm barely a Zoomer, so I'm an old Zoomer. So, but I get it. You know, I said to you, if you don't film something, it's like it didn't happen. If you don't manage to get it on your timeline, it's as if it didn't happen. This is why everybody lives vicariously through their screens now. People watch fireworks through their phone camera. You know, people go to concerts and they're watching the concert through their screen. If you didn't record it, it literally didn't happen.
Such a good point. I'm so glad I grew up, but I think I'm the oldest person on this panel, and I'm so glad that I grew up.
Brutus is 70.
He's 70? Oh, well, then.
75. Get it right.
Yeah.
You've got me beat then. Yeah.
Do you think you'd be around long enough to talk to the Gen Alphas in 10, 15 years' time, Brutus?
Yeah, I'll probably live to 150. I'll be all right.
Yeah. You have to
When the life extension stuff, when the immortality stuff starts coming out, you're all going to take it. I know you will.
Well, what if the price is just eating baby hearts?
Did anyone ever see the video of Quentin Tarantino having a blood transfusion from a teenager?
Oh, what the fuck? No, I want to see. Show us the video.
I don't know if I can find that. I don't know if I want to type that in to find it.
Oh, okay.
Well, I've got one. This is the guy that SJJ wants us all to be.
Brian Johnson, is it?
Not quite.
Oh, okay. Who did actually take a blood transfusion from his son?
Yeah.
Oh,
this
guy.
guy.
Is he infertile?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. This is who you want us to be.
So right now, I am infertile, but I'm not able to have a kid right now. But if I wanted to, there's a protocol I can put in place that'd be immediately going to get.
Wait, why are you infertile?
Sure.
So it's just like a negative feedback loop when you're not needing to produce testosterone anymore because your body realizes, okay, we're getting it from an exogenous.
So you're not producing
source.
any testosterone naturally?
No.
What?
No.
This is you. This was your advice. Take all the pills, take all the jabs, take all the everything. So you could be like this guy, you know, sterilize yourself for the New World Order.
Just to be clear, I did a video saying,
isn't it? What's the name of the mice? The beautiful ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the mice from the Mouse Utopia. Go on.
I did a
sorry.
recent video saying fat people should take advantage of these GLP-1 jabs. Stop being fat. No excuse. If you struggle with weight, you've got tits, and you're like middle-aged or whatever, you struggled and it affects your self-esteem. Go and get on one of these jabs now. Just do it. Anything's better than being fat. That's all I said.
If you've got tits, if you're a guy, you're saying.
Yeah.
And you said to take the testosterone blocking hair stuff.
And I said, right, I just pointed out to young guys, right, look, now with modern science, you don't have to be fat anymore. It's a miracle, these drugs, okay? It's a miracle. If it affects your self-esteem, use it, and you've tried everything else. And also, we've figured out male pattern baldness. You don't have to go bald if it affects your self-esteem. We know why it's the conversion of testosterone into dihydrotestosterone. If it affects your self-esteem, you can just take a daily pill, finasteride, and it works for 90% of men. So it's just a choice now, and it really does wreck a lot of young lads' self-esteem.
Didn't you train in Muay Thai? I mean, you train naturally. Don't you favour and respect the method of natural training? I don't understand why you're recommending all this synthetic shit.
Because people struggle with their self-esteem and they get into these cycles where they're not moving forward in their life because they're held back by their self-esteem, and there are now quick fixes to it. And I'm telling people that if you tried other things or these things are bothering you, then just sort it out. There are quick fixes.
Right. You didn't take the quick fix. You did the hard fix. I mean, you trained, right? And you trained hard.
Yeah, I'm straight edge. No drugs.
So you're like straight edge and you train hard. And you're recommending that other people take a bunch of drugs and put a bunch of shit into their bodies.
Yeah,
well, not everybody else has the constitution that you do.
Yeah, not to blow my own trumpet. I'm probably, top 5%.
Right.
In that sense.
And if that's going to help people to feel better, like you're saying, and then to get out there and actually start dating instead of just sitting at home playing video games in their mom's basement.
Exactly. People are fat because they're lazy, and then they're lazy because they're fat. For instance, and then they mope about it.
Too much. You can be lazy.
Yes, they are. But
this is just
it becomes a cycle that then impacts people's lives, and they don't move on. And like 10 years have passed, and they've spent it being fat and worried about themselves with no girlfriend.
They're
and
still fat on the inside.
It doesn't matter. Fix it. There are fixes available, and if it's holding you back in life. Life is too short to allow this time to pass you by. 10 years is going to go by in no time, and you're going to remember there was a guy on the internet who told you could fix it.
I think some people have gone blind from this stuff.
Yeah.
I hope all of them go blind.
Always going to be.
People get cancer from being overweight. Carrying a moderate amount of weight is the worst possible thing for you. Every illness is downstream of it.
Yeah, so lose it naturally.
You just stop eating so much.
Perfect. If you can do it, yes. If you can do it, yes. But I work in a leisure centre, and I've seen literally dozens of people transform their lives over the last couple of years. Look at all the celebrities who are suddenly coming out going, "Whoa, I've got ripped abs." These are all on GLP-1s. And do it naturally if you can. But if you can't, and you're struggling,
oh my God, you're seeing people in your leisure centre changing their lives with this. What's it called?
GLP-1.
Yeah, the fat loss.
I thought it's because Aussie something.
Like Ozempic and
Wegovy, Mounjaro.
Right.
All right, there's a variety of them. Oh, so Ozempic's just the brand name. GLP-1 is the type of drug.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Okay. And what does it do to you?
It just stops people from wanting to eat.
It basically
it slows down your digestive process.
It's an appetite suppressant.
Right, and it kind of shrinks the stomach, I guess. So it makes you less hungry and.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could just drink coffee. You could smoke cigarettes. Probably be better.
No, I don't know about that.
Could just eat less.
Yeah, you could just eat less.
All of these things are true, but they're hard, and we know people can't do it.
Yeah, not eating so much is easy.
A lot of people don't do it.
Yeah, people should fix their lives. They should fix these things at any cost. and move on.
If they're able to lose the weight and then have more energy and more motivation and they're feeling better about themselves, they're gonna take care of other things in other areas of their lives.
Exactly.
I just think they're getting addicted. This is like the guy who thinks, "Oh, I'll take a bunch of testosterone to get pumped in the gym, and then I'll just stop taking the testosterone and keep the muscles." But then they lose the muscles afterwards. In a similar way, someone's going to take this drug to suppress their hunger. They're going to lose the weight, and then they're going to stop taking the drug, and then they're just going to get fat again.
Some people.
Right. So what's the fucking point? This is
Because
retarded.
it gives them a chance. It gives them a chance that they would probably not otherwise.
It turns you into a big pharma customer for life.
This is a risk, but I have seen dozens of people who have been on the drugs, and then I've seen them come off it, and they're motivated, and they're now continually to come to the leisure centre. I'm seeing them there, and they're like, "This has changed my life. I'm happy again. I'm motivated. I want to keep this weight off. I'm feeling good. I have self-esteem again."
In clothes that look good, and I get out and I'm dating, and I'm all of that. I mean, it's one of those things that maybe there can be side effects. I don't know, but for some people, like, try it, because as you said, having extra weight, carrying that leads to so many other risks. With
Dog's Bone Prototype says, problem is this further proliferates bad genes in the gene pool. So
eugenicist take here.
Yeah, fair enough. It's a good point. But here's somebody else who's changed their life.
Hallelujah.
God bless her. She's clean. She is a virgin once more.
Yep.
Right?
Oh God.
She is. She's a virgin now, basically. She's been baptized. New life.
Not sure it works that way.
No, I don't think it does, but whatever. What do we think about this? I mean, my feeling is, okay, Lily, I'll give you a chance, but if you fuck this up,
right?
You've not explained who she is.
Oh, is it Bonnie Blue? Is it Lily? No, it's Bonnie Blue.
This is Lily Phillips.
Yes, Lily Phillips.
Lily Phillips. Yeah. She was one of the.
Oh, hang on. Well, I'm getting mixed up then.
Yeah, Lily Phillips was. I think Lily Phillips sort of started the mega whore thing of just screwing as many guys as she could, and then Bonnie Blue sort of took over, and Lily Phillips couldn't keep up.
Oh, I got it mixed. I thought it was Bonnie Blue. Oh, Lily Phillips is the one that cried afterwards.
Yeah. She couldn't keep up with. She couldn't keep up with Bonnie's mega slut sort of status. So it's
that's
I'm
so
gonna
sad.
have to stop donating to Ferrari fans now. I can't.
That's so sad.
Oh no, yeah, it was good while it lasted.
Yeah.
Well, maybe she's sincere then. I mean, she did cry. So
poor girl.
Yeah, it's quite traumatic. I imagine getting screwed by 100 guys in a day.
Yeah, but if she's goes and starts doing some more sort of influencer stuff, like, oh, I'm a Christian influencer now, guys, as has happened with a lot of these whores. Oh, just screw that. Like, I found a new grift to take.
Yeah, it's the worn out whore to trad Christian preacher pipeline.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being a guy though, dating her in the future and or like marrying her and knowing that she had that many guys screwing her?
You need to be a serious Christ cuck for that. Like, like she's a virgin again now. It's okay. None of that actually happened.
It's okay for all the STDs that she carries now, but
I don't know. I mean, I think maybe some girls just go through their slag phase and then they calm down, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but that's different.
It's kind of also a bit of a joke when you go and make millions off being a whore, and then you go, oh, actually, I want a trad life now. Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. It's not like she's dating a bunch of guys. Like, she did this for a publicity stunt, essentially.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is on film, so let's remember that. It's not like she just disappeared, turned Christian, got married, and started a new life. No, she's filmed it.
Right.
So it's all over social media. I do kind of think, like, if you should probably just keep your mouth shut, isn't it? If you actually really want a new life.
Yep.
Yeah, because how do you find relevance again after she's done what she's done? What's the next rung? This is what she's come up with.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, Mercy? And you are resident manospherist.
Manospherist.
Aren't you?
That impression? No. I've told you I've always been a Sargonite.
Oh, okay.
I suppose I might sound like a manospherist from time to time.
I just say that because you invited that guy on once. Who was that bloke you invited on? He was drunk.
Dr. Random Account.
Dr. Random Account, yeah.
Oh, no, but he's a men's rights activist. He's not manosphere, is he? I see manosphere as like the Andrew Tate's of this world, the pickup artist.
Okay. It's more of a MGTOW thing, isn't it? What's your take anyway, Mercian? What's your take?
Well, I mean, if she, the question is she genuine or not? Because, like, if she's genuine, then what else is she supposed to do?
Yeah.
But maybe not make it like you were saying, like to really just go and.
I understand that because in one respect is why film it. Maybe she feels like she's got to prove it. I genuinely don't know.
I mean, maybe she feels like she's trying to make an example. If she really does feel like she's been changed, that she's trying to show other girls,
Maybe she feels like that's a responsibility to do that. I don't know. I'm afraid I can't get into her heart and soul, can I?
Right.
If she just pisses off for a while and we don't hear anything from her, then maybe. If it's just a new grift, then that's very obvious.
Mm-hmm. I'm highly suspicious.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen it before with these whores. They're sort of their only fans start drying out, so it's jump on the trad wife thing instead.
Okay. Well, speaking of whores jumping on the trad wife thing, let's do a segue into what is becoming now a weekly segment. Let's just because I don't think I've heard your opinion on this whole thing.
And took over Erica Kirk's
SJJ
ex is now the speaker for Turning Point.
Sorry, let's go.
Erica Kirk's ex is now the speaker for Turning Point. Cabot Phillips, editor of the Daily Wire, the outlet that actively had beef with Charlie. The same Daily Wire that went and took over the Charlie Kirk show for a cameo 6 days after he was assassinated. Not only is this guy Erica's ex, but while Erica was dating Cabot already knew Charlie. So now that Charlie's gone, Erica's already decided to give her ex-boyfriend a seat at Turning Point? That's totally not suspicious at all. Nothing to see here.
SJJ, what is your I thought you just said Candice is completely crazy, then wasn't that your take? Have you changed your mind yet? Do you think this is normal behavior?
No, it's not normal behavior. It's definitely weird. It's is it like a weird evangelical Christian thing that we don't understand coupled with grief? I don't know. I certainly don't believe that Candace Owens batshit crazy stuff about people in trapdoors. Maybe it was an exploding microphone. Maybe it was this. Maybe it was that. Maybe it's the French Foreign Legion who are also trying to assassinate her now. This is just like black conspiratorial thinking and sensationalism. But there's something weird with Erica Kirk. It's a weird.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I hate it.
It's a weird vibe.
Well, there's this one of your Deliveroo companions. He's got something to say about it.
Erica Kirk knew Trump before she knew Charlie. She actually won Trump's Miss Arizona pageant. Her parents are both from military intelligence family. Her dad did Raytheon arms deals with Israel, probably unrelated. And Erica Kirk was part of running an orphanage in Romania where children went missing. Enough children for Romania to permanently ban the orphanage and permanently ban Erica Kirk. Do you know how f***ed up you gotta be?
She didn't have any part of
Romania? Andrew Tate is the mayor there. You really gotta push some boundaries. Mind you, this is when Epstein was still active. So I'll let you connect the dots. By the way, I'm not suicidal. For the record, I am quite happy. Okay, you heard it here. But the weirdest thing about Erica Kirk is she met Charlie Kirk not on Christian Mingle. She went in to interview at his company, Turning Point USA. He said that he fell in love right away. Now, 4 years later, he's dead. And she has now inherited Turning Point USA. She's doing podcasts on it too. Like, I'm so excited. Like, to my future wife, please wait 2 months after I die before doing a podcast. 3 months if it's my own. Come on. When you look at how fast she moved on, and then you look at how it started and how it ended, how it started was not romance. How it started was her going in for a job, and how it ended was her getting a promotion. So I'm just saying.
Whoa.
Look, we
That's
all
making it look pretty bad, isn't it? Yeah.
we all grieve differently.
Yeah.
This is how I grieve. We will do when the Jews get you. This is what we'll do.
Oh Jesus! Wow.
We'll put on our sequin suits. You know, lots
Anglo
of
gang
fireworks.
special. Brutus down. Yeah, you get to inherit the show, Tharium. Fuck, man.
Oh boy.
Oh, wow.
Is this a geriatric Madonna here?
I think so.
This is Erica Kirk.
Erica Kirk.
I do think there's something. God, I try to give her the benefit of the doubt because I really love Charlie Kirk. But you know, I don't know if she could have had ulterior motives. I don't think going and getting a job, going in for a job interview and ending up falling for the guy and getting married to him, I don't think that has anything to do with it. The Romanian orphanage, come on, she had no part in anything crazy happening. She was like a spokesgirl, basically. She was, you know, it was part of her like Miss America or Miss Arizona or whatever she was, going out and doing traveling and whatever. She had nothing to do with orphans going missing. Come on. And okay,
It's all circumstantial evidence, but it's just like a lot of circumstantial evidence.
It's a lot of sketchy stuff.
Yeah, it all adds up, and then it's like, you know.
I'm still suspicious with what you had last week with her with the casket thing. That to me bothers me a lot. That's a moment that should be so private and tender and emotional, and I don't like it. And I didn't know anything about her before this happened, before his death. And so the more I see, the more I'm just like, oh, I feel something creepy in there, and I don't like it. I don't want to feel that, but I do. So
yeah. Well, like I said last week, I've just picked up over the last 4 days. I've been reading Tom O'Neill's Chaos: The Truth Behind the Manson Murders. Brilliant book. Basically connecting Charles Manson to the MK Ultra program.
Yep.
And it's really fascinating stuff. But the problem is with the book, it's all circumstantial evidence. There's no smoking gun. You can't actually link it all together. It's very much a case of essentially Manson got out of jail in 1967, and he went to San Francisco. It was the summer of love, and there was a clinic there, and his parole officer was running the clinic. Manson kept on getting in trouble with the police. The parole officer let him off for everything, and the parole officer, although he was his parole officer, he was also he was into chemicals, he was into drugs, and he was into this mouse utopia experiment, and he wanted to like see what effect LSD would have on people. So it looks like he was experimental on Manson, but we can't say for sure. And at the same time, there's this other guy called Jolly Rose. I think it was Jolly Rose, or was it Jolly West? Really weird guy, CIA agent, worked for the MK Ultra program. He was also in San Francisco at the same time. He also went to the same clinic that Manson went to. And this guy is full on MK Ultra. Let's brainwash people. Let's use LSD to teach people how to brainwash other people, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. He was also this very same guy I just read today was involved in the JFK conspiracy, because he's the one that what's the guy? Oh my God, who shot Kennedy?
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah.
And who shot Lee Harvey Oswald?
Jack Rubenstein.
Yeah, so Jack Rubenstein. So this guy goes to Jack Ruby, makes him go crazy, gives him a bunch of drugs, makes him go crazy. That very same guy is in San Francisco, going to the same clinic that Manson went to. And then lo and behold, Manson and his family, he gets his family hooked onto LSD, all those girls, it gets them hooked onto LSD. They go and commit this horrific murder. And that's the end of the hippies. That's it, because people thought hippies were peaceful before that. And now everybody views hippies as being like these dangerous subversives. And that's what the CIA wanted. That's why they had Project Chaos, right? So this is the basic synopsis of the book, right? But it's all circumstantial evidence. It's like the dots are there, and you look at it and you're like, whoa, that's dodgy as hell. But you can't prove any of it.
So is the premise that they did this, the CIA did this to like that these people were pawns and to try to get people to turn against hippies? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, it's called Project Chaos.
Interesting.
Operation Chaos or something like that. Yeah, that's why the book's called Chaos. But he won't come out and say, "Oh, this is what they did," because he can't prove it, right? I guess he doesn't want to get sued, but he's just like this is really dodgy. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like,
well, and
Manson... I don't think we'll ever know what happened to Charlie Kirk. I just think I'm just watching the Candice Owens thing. I think she's churning up a lot of smoke, a lot of dirt, a lot of connections. Probably a lot of these connections are going to go nowhere. But in a year's time, when everything settles down, probably somebody's going to go, okay, boop, 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 and this is really weird. And we'll look at it and we'll go like, yeah, that was really weird. But I don't know if we'll ever prove it.
Ted Kaczynski was another MK Ultra.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Yeah, he was. Yeah. They tortured him, didn't they? Yeah, they made him like question his philosophical view of the world. That's why he became so hard-headed. He just believed his own thing and he wouldn't listen to anybody else. Yeah, dude. CIA.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I hope. Glad to hear it.
My apologies.
Yeah. Those guys. Yeah, they don't fuck the CIA. The CIA literally runs America. I mean, let's just be honest. That's who's in charge. Can we do this before we do whatever you're putting on? The Lucy Connolly tweet. Where is it? Here it is. It's always so basically she said, I don't even know the context. So we got Wolf talking about Dan Wootton. So Dan Wootton, homosexual guy, kicked off GB News. My old friend Unwashed did a whole expose of this guy who basically, I mean, it just never went mainstream. So it's just been memory hold. But this guy had like a whole bunch of sex bribery on him. And it's really weird guy. Anyway, so blah, blah, blah. Dan Wootton's like, oh, coward hiding behind your avatar. Wolf responds. This guy, I don't know who this is, clicks in. Lucy Connolly jumps in. She's not even in the conversation, but she feels the need to jump in. It's always anonymous accounts. And it's like, well, fuck you, actually, because those anonymous accounts helped you get out of jail.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but Lucy Connolly is a multicultural shitlib, though.
Right.
This is why reform happened. Yeah, before she got arrested, she's very pro-immigrant, loves the Browns.
Isn't she a Tommy Tard?
I don't know, but she's multicultural enough.
I mean, something made her say burn down the things.
Yeah, that was just a moment of like, because all the Tommy Tards, all these multicultural freaks, they know we're right, but they put on but they feel like they have to be, immigrants are good. This is her. She loves the immigrants. Which is why reform like her.
She's just probably a thick housewife, who got herself into this mess.
Yeah.
Some people shouldn't be on social media.
Right.
Well, here's one who shouldn't be. Our friends in the dissident right.
Sorry. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my screen jammed. Sorry. So that's Lucy Connolly.
Here's some dude, Legally Evelyn, explaining that Steve Laws and Zuma historian, that actually, when they say they want to get rid of all the Jews from the country, this is what the Jews want. They're being controlled.
Yeah. So let's talk about this Steve Laws interview then. Let's get into that. Wow, that was some real breaking ground, wasn't it? That was kind of far out. I mean, I don't know, like this legally, I always get them mixed up. These legally Everly is
The
which
tranny.
tranny is that?
The one that's screwing Scrump.
So it's Scrump and it's legally Everly.
Share my screen.
Okay, I just get them confused.
There you go. Yeah.
And they're both hanging out with the academic agent.
This is academic agent's #1 capo.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
His enforcer.
A beautiful lady.
Right.
She goes on and she says, she goes around the movement. He goes around the movement and he says, if you're not with us, you're against us. If you're criticizing academic agent, you don't want to win, and all this nonsense.
You see, SJJ, Evelyn here is a good example of what you were talking about earlier. You know, she just wants to feel happy, so he's going to take the hormones to feel happier in himself. You know, just take the pills. You know, it makes you feel happy. What's the problem?
Somebody put in the comments. Obviously, I wouldn't ever say this, you know, due to English law. But somebody said, you know, in response to him, "You're literally a Jewish bioweapon."
Wow. Oh, wow.
God forbid.
Oh, my computer's crashing. Oh, no. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, my computer's crashing. Okay, we'll just keep going. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do you know? Because I've noticed this many times. This is a tactic that they seem to have. You'll have somebody who's doing something like a leader, a thought leader, and they'll always have a henchman who stirs the shit, basically, and does the dirty work of enforcing discipline upon the followers, whereas the leader himself will never do it. And I mean, in Reform, you could argue Farage is the leader. Zia Yousaf does the dirty work. I'm trying to think of another one. I mean, I've seen it with Fuentes. You know, with Fuentes, and he has with that gay guy that he got a weirdo into his group and just trolled a bunch of people. I've just seen it again and again. I can't think of more examples, but I've seen it again and again. It seems to be a tactic that they do.
This is how the clique operates. And so here we have, like, today, academic agent letting it be known. This is how he, like, threatens his followers. After this week, I'm changing my mutuals. It's been completely unacceptable. And so this is like the warning shot to everybody who basically they milk academic agent for, he's like the cow that gives the milk to those around him, to those who rely on his retweets, his, you know, all this kind of stuff. He used to be like the person who would make you, he would bring you onto his stream, and then you get 1,000 followers, and you could go ahead and go and monetize your own channel, and he'd set you up. And so this is like the shot across the bow. You disagree with me, you're going to be out of the circle. And so this is how the clique is formed, Brutus, and you know it well.
Yeah. Yeah, this is it.
And everybody shuts up and gets back on message.
Yeah, it's a cult, basically. I mean, to be fair, I don't think Sargon behaves in this way. I don't think everybody behaves in this way, but
Sargon has absolutely torched Duncan and Evelyn, Scrump and Evelyn before in some tweets.
Right.
Because, like, he is just a degenerate tranny fucker.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's isn't it a wonder
Just
we can't
tell us
get...
how you really feel.
Yes.
Well, this was Sargon's tweet. I remember he did a tweet, like, responding to Scrump at one point, going, "Shut up." Yeah, it was basically just "Shut up, you degenerate tranny fucker."
Oh wow.
You had one of their friends on the show. Not
I
long
know.
ago,
I was just gonna say, isn't
ago.
it strange? Isn't it strange we can't get Moch back on the show? Isn't it a mystery?
Oh, God.
I sent that image of the Steve Lawson thing to her, going, "Mochi, my dear, any thoughts?" Didn't get a reply. Oh well.
Yeah, I'll probably have to kick her out of the group because she's just going to be spying on us, isn't she?
Yeah.
So, anyway, come back on the stream, Mock. We're trying to save you, Mock.
Yeah.
Moch or Mock? I don't know, whatever her name.
I think it's Mochi.
Mochi. Yeah, Mochi. We're trying to save you, Mochi. Nice young girl. getting involved with the trannies. Don't do it. Yeah. So what do we think about the Steve Laws thing, though? Apart from all of that, I did an hour long video. I got 3,000 views. 3,000 views.
Yeah, you got.
Oh my god,
100 subscribers or something from it.
Yeah. People are fired up.
You need to dig this. You need to just roll in the slop. People love the slop, Brutus.
They do.
They don't want your videos about some 19th century book. No.
I know.
They want the slop.
I know they don't, but I do. So there you go. But yeah.
I think,
but it was quite a monumental breakthrough, wasn't it? And it's been playing out all over. I mean, everybody's been talking about it all week on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we've had the Sargon response. What's your response, Tharium?
I don't think Steve Laws did as well with Andrew as he did with Liam Tufts, because Liam Tufts is a Tommy Tard retard, whereas Andrew's got a bit more. Andrew's a bit sneakier. Like, he was putting in the sort of fact checks and stuff along the way.
Yeah.
After the fact.
And he's never done that before, and I doubt he'll do it after either.
Yeah.
I mean, he have put people on he disagrees with that much, though. I feel like he saw the opportunity to get views and to hell with the scruples of having someone I vaguely agree with.
Yeah. Hello, C Meadows. I don't know who you are, but nice to see you again.
Oh,
that's nice, isn't it? After all these years, I'm still
here,
mate.
It's Fen Longshanks.
Yeah. You got to spoil it for me.
Yeah.
What's your take then? Sorry, go on, Tharium. What's your take, mate?
Yeah. Andrew's point where he's going. I think his weakest point was when he was just going, yeah, well, the white people are going to go extinct anyway, so just roll over and accept it. That was bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think the crowd has turned against him and just pointed him out for being the absolute useless idiot that he is. He doesn't care about England. He spent the entire interview just saying, "Oh, what about the Jews? We can't kick the Jews out." Like, he doesn't really seem to be concerned about, the ethnic collapse of the island. He's just like, "Oh, there's nothing you can do about it." So,
Andrew,
let's not get too radical, Goyam. Calm down. Calm down. Don't get too.
Andrew won't even get rid of the Boris wave, who came here yesterday. So,
you can't do it, Goyam. You just can't. Just get too radical. Yeah.
It was the same with the Peter McCormick. They've fallen into the trap of liberalism that this is all inevitable, and there's nothing you can do about it. When no, like their goals, everything they want, it's inevitable. Tony Blair was this, and this was a strong point of his. Like, everything Tony Blair wanted was just inevitable. It was going to happen anyway, so just go along with it, accept it.
Here we have a newcomer, Zeb.
Oh, this is Zeb Wessex.
Keeps changing his name. Mysterious man is Zeb. Mysterious man. What's your take then on the what we talked about on the
gold
interview? Yeah.
It's just, it's typical, isn't it? He's just a slimy fuckhead. One rule for thee, not for me. It's just typical, isn't it? Really is. And to say to someone, "Oh, you're right. Your extinction is near. Deal with it." It's just like, this is why everyone hates you, mate. Like, what can you say about it? Oh, just accept it. It's just pathetic. And this was coming from a people, by the way, that apparently been oppressed for millenniums and all that. Oh, just give up, Jew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just bollocks.
Well, this was the biggest counterpoint to Andrew saying he's English. The whole just accept defeat. That's very un-English, Andrew. An Englishman wouldn't do that.
Do you know what's weird as well? He kind of says, well, the Ashkenazis, Jews are going to be extinct as well. And he said that like it was nothing. I found that odd as well.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, well, I mean, even if you believe in this Judean Christian point of view, it's sort of like, that's okay, is it?
Yeah, he doesn't seem to care, does he? Of course, he does care about his people. He's just saying like,
I understand that. It's just
yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's a very uncaring philosophy. What you got to understand is hate is the flip side of love, and love is the flip side of hate. And if you don't care about your country being conquered by foreigners, and if you're not angry about it, then it just means you don't love your country, and it means you don't love your people, which means you don't love yourself, and it means you're just some like facile consumerist wandering through the world, buying stuff and paying your taxes and working and then dying, essentially, with no meaning.
This is the history of the Jews, though. You know, just going from one country to the next, being expelled after everyone hates you. So they sort of are rootless people.
Yeah, I think Steve should have pushed back a bit more on like the Normans, because
I don't think Steve's really so aware about this sort of stuff, though, because he just seems like a simple, honest bloke.
Well, I mean, I like the guy. He's very straightforward, and that's part of his beauty. And I think he did deal with him in a very good way, because Gold was always trying to go off on these weird tangents, like these weird hypotheticals. What would you do if your daughter married a black man, or you married someone and it turned out they were like, it's like what, like, and Steve would just say, mate, what are you talking about? I just want to kick the foreigners out. Do you know what I mean? He was very grounded in that opinion, and I think it was very good. But the Normans conquered us. Nobody loves the Normans. You can say they integrated, and they did, but the story of the English is really a story of ongoing rebellion against them. And they're the ones that brought the Jews over. And so you've got Andrew Gold sitting there saying, oh, you know, the Jews, we've been here for 1,000 years. And it's like, well, actually, we kicked you out because you're a bunch of tax collectors. And what about little boy Lou, who you tortured to death? What is that kid called? It's in the Canterbury Tales. Anyway, you murder children on Passover, so we kicked you out of the country.
Well, I mean, Edward I was a Norman, and he was the one who kicked him out.
Yeah.
I mean, this is sort of the thing with how they sort of worked. They'd sort of get in with some sort of king, and then they start usury on the peasants. And they'd have like protection from the king for a bit, but then they start going to the king. You know, you got to pay us back our debts, and the king always goes, no, out the country with you.
Yeah. So yeah, you could have pushed back against that a little bit more. What do you think, SJJ? What's your opinion? Being very quiet.
For one, I didn't watch it, so I've only seen Sargon talk about it and a couple of clips. Look, a quick take for me is I flip-flop between thinking that it's useful and good for us to have people in the extreme position wafted up, you know, and put in publicity, and thinking that's good for us, and then also thinking it's bad for us. Like Andrew Gold and people like him think it's bad for us to highlight these people, and I flip-flop between thinking they know something we don't, and maybe it's worse for our cause for the extreme to be highlighted rather than, you know, someone like Sargon to be out there making our case, or somebody like Rupert Lowe making the case for an understandable case for remigration that's not the extreme, that's not like all the Jews must go as well as all the Boris Wave and everybody. So I don't know.
I'd go with the first one, like how Sargon called him like the Greta Thunberg of the right, which it's unfortunate that it's Greta Thunberg, but it's kind of
he's kind of right.
Yeah, it is like it's because we need that. I think we do need that. Just the extreme, because you're never going to get if you say, oh, I only want 1 million gone, you're going to get 500,000. So you do need the most extreme position just to be out there. I also think it's good that they're now like the Andrew Gold types. They're shifting from making Tommy the ultimate evil, as he's been for ages, you know, and he's a gay multicultural civnat, and now they're having the ultimate evil is someone who is actually an ethnonat.
Yeah, this is great. He's pushed the Overton window. Everybody else looks moderate now in comparison to Steve Laws. Steve Laws is now officially the bogeyman of British politics. And he's literally just like a white working class guy who's like, look, can you just kick the foreigners out?
What I would say is the Overton window.
It's beautiful for its simplicity. It's so simple. It's just caveman politics.
Yeah.
It's just, this is my country, and you don't belong here. Get out. That's it. It's great.
Yep.
And we do need someone like that, because we don't need to be as extreme as Steve Laws, but we need him to sort of make the, be the icebreaker if you know stories about like getting past the Northwest Passage. You need an icebreaker to get all the freight through.
Yeah, man's a legend. Yeah.
It is an example that the Overton window has shifted. You're right about this, and I think it's only due to like X and Elon Musk's taking over of it for all his ills as well. We're here in a very different time compared to like 2018, where even uttering this kind of stuff, you'd have been squashed out.
Can I just share this, because I've faffed this up and it's embarrassing that I forgot it. But anyway, this is little where is it? Little Saint Hugh of Lincoln. So blood libel, what they call blood libel. But anyway, this he was walking through the streets. They took him and they drew his blood for Passover, and that's what happened. And this story is in the Canterbury Tales, which some people consider to be our national epic. So there you go. English literature is racist, is all I can say. I think it was unfair to say that Greta Thunberg was.
I think it just. I don't know.
Greta Thunberg wants something that's unrealistic and can never be done. She wants to change the weather.
He was just saying
Steve
it.
Laws doesn't want to change the weather. He wants to kick it, and that is physically a possible thing that we can do.
Yeah, he was just saying it from you take the extreme position. That's sort of what I meant. But yeah, it's unfortunate. Unfortunate, it's Greta Thunberg. But I sort of you get what he means.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think of my take that we should just embrace the position of we want an England that's majority white, because then you can move the goalpost. I mean, that could be 60% or it could be 90% or 95%.
Yeah.
But it's something that people can agree on. Like the average man in the street, you say, we just want to be majority white. That's all. They can kind of like nod their head and say, yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
Even the people who would go against that, I mean, white English people, like leftists, we traditionally think, I think deep down they must know that's the right thing to. I think they just say it because I feel like they've got to say it. I think deep down they know it has to be like that.
Yeah. Well, they want to run away from it. They want to live somewhere nice.
They want to pretend that their worldview is correct and they will do anything to defend it. But they must know. Because a lot of leftists tend to live in very white areas. Very few of them actually live around diversity. You find a few here and there, but
no, that's how they managed to keep their illusion going, because they live far away from them, so they can lie to themselves. Sorry, go on, Aubrey.
Oh, I was just going to say, when they had all the immigrants they were bringing in here to the U.S. and remember the Martha's Vineyard thing where they were like, oh, no, we can't have them here. Even though those are like the lefties that are pushing for it and requiring all these other communities to absorb them.
Gone in a day.
Hilarious. Gone in a day. Put them on a bus. Get them out of here.
Right.
That's hilarious.
I mean, the hypocrisy is just unreal.
Yeah.
So Steve Laws did respond to this one random African.
Oh, fucking hell! You really hate these things, don't you?
One random African who wants more Africans. He was, he just wants to keep lots of the good Africans in, and he wants to deport the bad Britons like Steve Laws and replace us with good Africans.
The good Africans.
Yeah. So, well done, Steve, calling him a spastic.
Yeah. What do we think about Sargon saying he's not a nationalist and that's French? Like, Sargon, mate, can you stop smelling your own farts? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what's up with this guy? Yeah,
I think he's just trying to reject kind of modernity a bit,
right?
Because it's all about like values and ideas and sort of thing. And he's like, no, it's just my people.
Right.
Back to a time like before. He's like trying to think back to a time before we conceptualized any of this stuff. When it's just, well, this is just what we do.
Well,
because in
like to live the
an
naivety.
ethno-nationalist state, there are no ethno-nationalists. They're just people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a bit of farts.
There is the thing like
What are you talking about?
language changes and communication changes. So it's all well and good if you want to like keep using the old stuff, but you're not really understood. Like if Brutus says, "Oh, I'm feeling gay today," like in the old-fashioned way of he's feeling happy. That's not what people think when you say that.
No. And that wasn't that long ago either.
Yeah,
I'll segue directly into something funny here because this just popped up just as you said that. This is fucking hilarious. I don't know if you guys saw this, but
yeah,
you see this?
Yeah. Yeah. This was
Yeah, makeouts on Sports Center. Get into it.
Oh.
We got love in the air.
Oh, wow, bro.
Tony and Mike on kazoos. Who's having a good time? Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah, this is
so funny.
The New York, how New York celebrates the New Year, interracial and gay.
Yeah,
What
but it's
was I
so funny.
saying
His initial reaction is like, and then he's like, oh, his brain clicked in. He's like,
Right.
no, it's great.
I don't want to lose my job over this.
Holy fuck, that's so funny. Oh, jeez. Fucking guy. Yeah.
Cancel culture.
Yeah.
There was here she is. There was another German lady who thought she could go out in Cologne and say how great.
Oh,
how great
that,
it
yeah.
is.
Yeah. Watch this fucking video, dude. Of this.
Mit Handschuhe auf. Das heißt, au! Au! Fuck! Au! Ah, ich habe immer was abbekommen. Ich habe immer was gegen den Kopf bekommen. Au! Ich glaube, wenn ich so 2 Meter Türsteher stand, hätten die das nicht gemacht. Ah, schon wieder, Alter! Wichser!
Terrible situational awareness on display right here.
Mm-hmm. There you go, past the crowd, and there he is. Very German-looking men.
Yeah.
Yep. And she was going out like she wanted to prove how nice it was there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Kind of fucked up.
Then the other celebrations across the continent were stuff like this. You got Berlin here. It's the new Europeans are celebrating in they celebrate a bit differently. They had all the diversity, throwing fireworks in places, and they blew up one retirement home.
Lovely.
I think there was over 400 people arrested in Berlin.
Jesus Christ.
France, there was over 1,000 cars set on fire on New Year's Eve.
Jeez. Yeah.
It looked like Birmingham over fireworks night.
I think
it was genuinely
Birmingham
like
had its own.
Yeah,
Birmingham had this sort of stuff going on too. Yeah, just nice.
Yeah, it doesn't really feel like we're winning, does it? Unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know what to say, mate. It's fucking shit, isn't it? It's fucking depressing. I never watched European news. I always stay away from it because it's just too depressing. I found this because I wanted to talk about this. It just reminded me of, because I just wanted to bring this up because you mentioned Harry and it just reminded me of this guy, but it's just taken me 10 minutes.
Christmas elf.
It's the elf guy. Anyway.
So if we're talking about England English, then I would say that the ethno-nats have already stopped being English because they've already denied their Christian heritage. And that if we are true to that Christian heritage, then other tribes, other nations can be grafted into the English. So if we're talking about,
so anyway, is this basically the position your old friend Harian has taken?
Yeah, completely.
Yeah,
he's
there you
he said for a long time, if all the English were wiped out and replaced with Christian Africans waving Union Jacks, that would be a good thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Seb, what do you think about that, mate?
I mean, this is the problem with Christians, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It's the global homo kind of shit.
Yeah.
So I know that's not what it was in the past, but what it is now is fucked. Isn't that Harry and a Welsh bloke as well? So it's a bit...
No, he's English. Well,
I
he's Irish, part Irish.
Hey,
Oh,
whoa. That explains a lot. That really does.
It really is always the Irish, isn't it? It's always the fucking Irish. How much of Irish is he?
I think he's only like 33% English.
Oh,
and then there's a mix of
wow.
like Irish and a bit of French and stuff.
Oh, Zeb, go on, tell us about the Irish, mate. I know you got something to say about this.
I don't know.
Go on, do it, mate. Go on a rant. Go on, tell us.
Just subversive bastards, mate. That's all it is, man.
Yeah.
Northern Ireland's free, independent. Well, part of a union, not independent, but yeah. Fuck it, mate.
I do really like their accents, though.
I think you're thinking of the Republic of Ireland. Northern Ireland, it's a bit harder.
Yeah, no, I am thinking you're right.
So what are we going to do about the Christians, guys? What are we going to do? Are we going to deport them all? Like, what's the solution here? Like,
Well, I am a Christian, so
yeah. Yeah, I mean...
hopefully you're not going to get rid of me.
I think Tom Rousel would probably just have them all sacrificed at Stonehenge.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, ouch.
Oh, my God.
Ow.
It sends a message, though, doesn't it?
It does. Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, Tharium, you don't like Christians. You don't like
this
Americans.
is the thing. Like, this is like
Tharium.
this guy. You see, I used to be like a militant atheist, and I thought, you know what? And then I sort of realized that was all stupid, and it got really gay. That sort of whole scene. Then I
the Atheism Plus movement. I think that's where I started my political journey.
Yeah.
When that shit
So
was
sort of I thought, you know what, the Christians are okay, and I sort of I've been like that for a while. But now I'm just seeing all these fucking Christ cucks like that guy going, you know what, multiculturalism is great. We love immigrants so long as they're Christians, and it's just getting it's getting really tiresome again.
But that's political shit. That's not the religion.
Well, it's connected. It is a little bit, at least.
Somewhat, but homosexuality is not acceptable in the Christian faith. It's what these like Episcopalians and other like churches are doing now, but that's not what it is in the Bible. It's not what it says.
Whoa, Aubrey, are we having that conversation anyway? Whatever.
Well, this is
no. I'm just saying though that like I don't care about people being gay or not. Whatever, it's fine. I don't care. But like when it comes to faith, like when it comes to the Christian faith, I don't think that is something that they say is acceptable. But it's become a really like liberal kind of political thing in the church now.
Right, but it's not about the gay stuff with these.
Oh, I thought you just said it was.
No. This is these Christ cucks who are like they want all the Africans in so long as they're Christians, and this sort of like everyone's all equal so long in the face of God and stuff. And it's just really tiresome. It's just coming up with excuses.
I mean, everybody may be a human being, but that doesn't mean they need to be in our country. And yeah.
Bartholomew Musgrave in the chat says universalism is baked in, though. I mean, it kind of is.
Yeah. Because I feel like what happened, my sort of just working thesis on all this is, so Christianity, it really starts as a slave religion. And that's its roots, where it comes from. Then it works its way into Europe, and they managed to convert some pagan warrior kings who infused the religion with all that sort of pagan warrior vitality. And then it goes on to win everywhere. And then now it has won everywhere. It's sort of getting back to those sort of more slave religion roots of softness and niceness. And that's where it's going wrong.
Just read the Old Testament. it's not so soft and nice.
Well, the Old Testament is Jewish.
Anyway,
Yes, you're right. I mean,
I'm
it
not
is.
anti-Christian. I'm just saying, like, there are plenty of Christians out there that do want to kick the foreigners out, but it is definitely a weakness, and it is the rise of the whole Christian nat thing is definitely like, I think they're going to promote it to repress the ethno-nat movement. In fact, I'd argue that's exactly what Charlie Kirk's been doing for the last decade. In fact, I'd argue a decade ago, Richard Spencer was doing a university tour, and that was popular, and that got shut down. They brought in Milo, and then Charlie Kirk came in to replace Milo, and then he's been dominant on the university scene ever since. And there was a recent interview, actually, Milo, not that I'm a huge fan of Milo, but I mean, anyway, at least he's given up the gate now, but he was just basically making the point, like, Charlie Kirk's totally ruthless and got him kicked out of the university scene and took over. But the point is, they've been pushing Christian nationalism for the last 5, 6, 7 years, and they've been doing that to keep the alt-right out.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about Charlie Kirk is, like, everyone says, like, it is a great loss. I don't want to cook it like that. But wasn't that Crowder's shtick doing the whole university talk thing, debate me, bro tactic? Didn't Crowder do that first?
Maybe,
I think so, yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I remember, yeah.
No. I mean, do you remember? You remember the meme that was going out? It was Crowder sort of like
Change my mind, I think.
Change my mind. Yeah, that was Crowder's shtick.
Which is what, Charlie did.
Like, I feel like Charlie picked up the mantle. It's sort of like Crowder needs to get on it. I was about to get shot, but like, my own personal joke.
You know, like I've been raised as a Christian my entire life, and so we were taught that you go and do mission work if you are called to it, to people that are less fortunate. But that doesn't mean that you bring them all over into our country, because there are issues within their own countries for a reason. So,
I mean, when Britain was an empire, we didn't for the most part start importing them en masse back here.
We didn't import any.
A Christian country then.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I don't think just because you're Christian you have to be multicultural, but I do think they are using it.
There is this brand of it.
Right, they're using it. And I think we've gotten so far away from living as a actual Christian country and civilization, because I mean, you guys, even if you're not an actual like Christian, I mean, your country is a cultural Christian country. That's what it was based on.
I mean, that's supposed to be our state religion as well.
It's not really, though. Like, they call it a Christian nation, but it's not really. Like, you go back to, like, it's really an Anglo-Saxon thing. Like, you look at Alfred the Great's Book of Laws, and he's just and he says in it, we are the sons of Woden, and these are the ancient traditions of the Anglo-Saxons that we have always had. So, like, really a lot of this stuff goes back even further. But we sort of, we incorporated Christianity into it.
Right.
But to say it came from the Bible, not really.
Well, but you guys, I mean, you guys lived as for how many different?
Yeah, we were Christian for a long time. I mean, obviously it's had an effect on the country.
The Christian nationalism stuff, it just feels, I get it in America. It kind of feels a bit weird in Britain, though.
Yeah. I mean, Charlie Kirk never pushed back against the gay, did he?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Oh, did he really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's something then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that why he got murdered by a tranny then? Is that the...
I think maybe. No, he said to people that would come up and talk to him about that, he would say, listen, I don't agree with your decisions. I don't agree with your way of life.
Right.
And he would say, as a Christian, I love you as a human being, but I do not love the way you live.
Yeah.
And that's what he would say. He was
Oh, that's
respectful,
good.
but he was straightforward.
That's good.
And people call him a hater, and they say that he was racist, and he wasn't racist at all. I mean, he just said that like our country needs to be able to be its country. We need to be able to have our own culture. We need to be able to have borders.
Okay. Shall we segue into this? Because oh god. This story. This is kind of a weird one that just popped up. But Metropolitan Police. We will robustly defend our decision to require officers and staff to declare if they are Freemasons. Our response to the decision by the Grand Lodge of England to seek an injunction blocking the implementation of the policy as well. So anyway, so 2/3 of officers and staff surveyed agree that this policy is needed. So they're trying to get police officers to declare that they are Freemasons. This is very interesting because
wow,
it simultaneously proves that Freemasonry is very powerful, and at the same time proves that it's not all powerful. If you see what I mean, because if it was all powerful, they wouldn't be able to pull this off. But they have tried to pull it off, and the Masons are pushing back. So there's definitely a Masonic influence in the police force. It's just not all powerful. So I just thought it's very interesting, very revealing. Well, SJJ, you're a Freemason, aren't you? You've joined, haven't you, the club? Didn't you do a child sacrifice yesterday?
No comment.
What is the threat? What is their threat that you have to reveal yourself or what?
I'm not a Freemason, by the way. This is not true. So
yeah, that's what they all say.
You're just a member of the WEF. That's all.
Look, is there no help for the widow's son?
Oh. Oh wow. Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
It's weird because there's so many other interest groups that you think you could be going after. The police.
Right.
Like the Muslim Brotherhood or all these other groups. No.
Right.
Freemasons. Just picking how many Freemasons even are there in the Metropolitan Police?
When have you ever heard of Freemasons causing any trouble in recent times? Like in the last, I don't know how many hundreds of years.
I have a take here, right? My take would be that this is actually this is actually a fear of the system that the old boys club, which might actually be old Anglo-Saxon power that still has feelers out in these networks of like Freemason lodges and things, might actually have like its tentacles still in the system, and this is an attempt to like push back against that, because a lot of the fear against Freemasons is a fear against old white men clubs. It's like that's my contrarian position, that the attack on Freemasonry is an attack on white people.
No, I actually think you made a great point there, because they're not attacking other influences, are they? They're trying to push out the old white men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the fact they are doing that, like you're saying, shows that they don't control it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. They're losing their grip. The Masons are losing their grip. Something else is coming in.
Hey, boys, I need to sign off. So thank you very much for having me back on.
Okay. Pleasure to talk to you.
Sorry, I have to go.
Enjoy the rest of your day, Aubrey.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys have a
God
great day
bless
too.
the USA.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Man, as much old as I can get.
Bob, are you a Freemason?
No, I'm not Freemason. I'm a oil worker, so that's what I am.
Oh, a what?
Oil and gas.
He's an oil worker. Where's my... Right, I just want to play this, just to reveal this guy. This fucking guy, because a lot of people think he's a bit of a hero. So
this exchange shows exactly why Zionism is, at its core, Israel first.
I want a national unifying politics which puts Britain first, not Pakistan, not Gaza, not any other foreign policy thing, Britain first.
Not Israel?
Well,
not Israel?
Is that a fair point?
And just like that, Mr. Britain First, moments ago pounding the table, fell silent.
It's kind of funny, isn't it? It's like
I believe Matt Goodwin, before he sort of went on this whole right-wing based arc, was like some leftist professor who was always trying to go after the right wing.
Yeah, that's what the Twitter account Wolf. I've seen him post this quite a few times, saying that he's basically been organizing some kind of counter-right containment policy and how can we contain the right. And yeah, it turns out that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go. Alphabet Cats.
Right. Wonderful.
Well,
This is who we want.
Yeah. Oh, and Scrump Monk. Thank you, Scrump Monkey. Thank you, based Scrump Monkey for revealing it.
Okay. We'll give the tranny fucker some credit for that then.
Some credit for that.
He still fucks a tranny though.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird how he has rump in his name?
I don't think about it too much, to be honest with you. Well, then let's watch this really weird video. Do you want to watch another weird video in my weird video collection I've been collecting all week? This is fucking. Is it? Can you see it? Oh, click the button. Click the button. This is fucking weird because I didn't know that this was a Rothschild thing.
Who else would it be though?
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I've seen the paintings, but I didn't know it was. I can't see the video very well. Anyway.
Looking for something. Some of them want to use.
And they made a boat out of it.
Some of them want to get used by.
The Bonnie Blue Bang boat, I believe this is.
Want to abuse you.
Anyway, you get the idea. I mean, if you don't know what I'm talking about, anybody in the chat, basically, this was an art installation that was on the Eiffel Tower, like, I don't know what, decade ago? Something like this. You guys all know what I'm talking about, don't you? The famous art installation. Yeah, and it basically it's just the art is well, you can see the images here. It's just like black people.
Nice.
It's fucking psychotic. It's fucking psychotic. It's absolutely insane.
Our elites, just their taste in art is just, it's not subtle, really, is it?
It's just absolutely insane. Oh god, yeah. And anyway, this was on the Eiffel Tower. So I did not know that this was inspired by the Rothschilds, but now I do. So there you go. There's your.
And no one's surprised.
Yeah.
But I mean, what the fuck is going on? Like, you're in charge of the Eiffel Tower, whatever. Like, and someone gives you like some sample images like this. Why do you say yes?
Yeah. Don't know, mate. It's fucking weird, isn't it? It's fucking weird Illuminati stuff.
Now the girl's gone.
Yeah.
I've got a fun video.
Yeah, go on. All right. Hang on.
So this is
sounds ominous.
This is about some Karens talking about their boyfriend's group chat.
Is it normal to worry about my boyfriend's group chat?
Oh, okay, interesting.
This secret came to light after my partner, whom we can call Damon, got invited to a Bucks party interstate. I immediately felt icky about it because it's not inclusive to everyone at their current stage of life. Most either can't afford it or can't attend due to parenting duties. It caused a lot of controversy between some of us women, partners left behind, so we all organised a time to catch up and talk it through.
This is bad, isn't it? Where all the wives are gathering to have a chat about what the boys are doing.
Yeah.
Well.
To be fair, in defense of the women, this is actually what women do. They talk about their boyfriends, and that's literally what like most women do basically.
Well,
they don't have interesting lives of themselves. They talk about their boyfriends all the time. But anyway, go on.
Well, these girls, they get a sight into the group chat.
When we caught up, some of us found out about the intense bullying taking place in their boys' group chat.
Oh.
Screenshots of some of the messages between the boys were being shown around. And no, don't worry, no one snuck into their partner's phone. The boys happily showed up the contents, which makes this even worse. The screenshot I saw included negging about the boys who couldn't attend, making homophobic slurs, and calling the women gatekeepers for holding them back. I'm a proud ally for the LGBTQIA plus community, and I have loved ones who are queer, so I was really upset to read this. Then I noticed the nicknames in the group chat.
Oh no.
Oh no, yeah.
Most of them were harmless, but the buck who was getting married was named Tatey, as in Andrew Tate.
Oh,
No, yeah. What?
Yeah, clocked
Oh.
that. Not liking that.
Before this, I never questioned what was being said in their group chat. I generally trust Damon, and I thought that his mates were good people, but this screams toxic masculinity. From what I saw, Damon wasn't a part of it. He didn't like anything inappropriate or contribute to the vile commentary, but I hate that he didn't shut it down. I know he would never step away from his group of mates. It would cause tension between us if I suggested such a thing. But I really don't want him involved in these forums. My question to the eHouse Girls group chat is,
Boring.
do I confront my partner about the screenshots? What do you think would happen if I do? And for an extra spicy question, should I tell the new bride that her fiance has self-named himself after a well-known misogynist? I want to know if I were her.
Look, as bad as this is actually quite wholesome because this is what women's role is, to reinforce the social values, and they all sit there and agree what's correct and what's right, and they just have the wrong idea of what the social norm is, but they're all sat there doing their job of reinforcing it among each other and comparing.
They don't understand how men interact with each other, though. That's what you're seeing with this.
No.
Like,
They don't.
you know, the men calling each other gay is, to them, that's horrible. that's just normal. Like, men, like, always taking the piss out of each other.
Yeah, it is. It's. I don't know. Yeah, I half agree with Tharium and half agree with SJJ on that one. I've got to say. I mean, it is that women do tend to just talk about their boyfriends. That's what they talk about. Whenever when I worked in the restaurant last year, working with a bunch of waitresses, and I'd walk around and they'd be standing there talking. They were always just talking about their boyfriends. They don't have lives of their own. Their entire lives just revolve around what their boyfriend did last weekend or whatever. I mean, that's just the way these creatures are, which is kind of fine. But yeah, I mean, it's a funny video. It's funny.
I mean, this is why I think all the women end up leaving your group chats, Brutus.
Yeah. Well, yeah, yeah.
They can't take it. They can't take the slurs.
I try to defend them, but it doesn't work, does it? Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Well, girls and boys can't be friends.
Because
Anyway,
they're social creatures, that's why.
Yeah.
So it hurts them, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. Like women give each other fake compliments, and men give each other fake insults.
Yeah.
That's the way it works. Anyway, Tharium, we've got to have an intervention. Mate. You got to stop sending me this stuff. I don't know.
Well, this was your trip to Brazil, wasn't it?
Columbus song.
I don't know.
When he pulled up to America.
This is very, very
Pulled
sexist.
up and never pulled out again. Are you sure this is India, Captain? Shut up, Diego, the boat COG. Passport girls, our boy has Amazon Prime. What's her only try? 10 out of 10 would colonize. He came, he saw, he came. Y'all, what's her smoke signal? What's her only pipe? Taking colonizer. I would make Genghis Khan proud. King Mother himself wouldn't be able to pull me out. We ain't going back, Diego. What's her only huts?
Oh, Lord.
Rock gallons, Columbus, shut it.
Anyway, there you go. Anyway, I thought it was quite funny. Cool.
Is this your white man's burden philosophy coming through again?
Well, this is what I'm saying. Bleaching. It's it's inside us all. The desire to colonize the world, conquer the world. I mean, I'm half joking, but I'm also half serious as well. Like, you know, this is what happens when you go out and conquer another country. You look at the women, then you take the women, right? So,
Yeah, I mean, there's 1,000 little half Brutuses in Brazil now, aren't there?
There are, yes. Absolutely.
And more than a
We've got
handful
quite
in
a lot.
India as well.
Yeah, well, we won't talk about that, but but that's the instinct. That's why if you go and live in a foreign country, the men don't like you, by the way. The women are very welcoming. The women are like, oh, where are you from? Oh, so interesting, so cool. And the men are a bit like, fuck are you doing?
Here we go.
Yeah. Because they see it.
We're going to have to repatriate this fella.
Well, they see it because you go to the foreign country, the women are like, they think you're curious and interesting and, oh, wow, you're from somewhere else.
Another genetically superior Anglo. Oh, great.
Are you saying that the blackening of Europe will come to an end one day when it becomes the standard thing?
I don't know about that. I can say that the invaders that are coming here are definitely thinking in the way that the guys in that video are thinking.
Yeah, but for the most part, I don't think the women find them vaguely attractive at all.
No.
White women
hysterical.
White women are, despite what like the rhetoric is, white women are the most racist when it comes to dating preferences.
Yeah.
And English women are so uptight. They're more uptight than I think a lot of foreigners think they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I don't know if it was a German guy that came over though, or French. Ooh.
Oh yeah, well that's different.
Yeah, bloody French, bunch of cunts. Yeah, that's different, isn't it? So
I know globally the French were the most hated people on earth. I'm not sure if India or Israel have overtaken them, but the French are still up there. Everyone hates them.
Yeah. Why? Because they steal all the women.
They're French, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I still don't really know what the French are as a people, right? Because the Celts don't accept them, the Germans don't accept them, the Latins don't accept them. No one wants them. So
what? They're Gauls, aren't they?
Yeah, but what is that?
Yeah, I don't know either, to be honest with
And
you.
then-
I don't
then-
really believe in Celts, so you know. Yeah, so I don't know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know about the French. I've never really read into French history, so I don't know. I can't comment.
You know, there's a deeper point here that, you know, it's what Richard Spencer actually makes today. His criticisms of where nationalism is today is that a lot of it is petty nationalism that really can't stand up to the forces of modernity and is just going to be steamrolled by the globalist, you know, the globalist
So
forces.
are you hang on a minute. Do you support this opinion now then?
No, but it's correct, right?
Oh.
It's correct that the forces of globalism are massive. They are winning. And a lot of this petty stuff like this, just based on flags or you know, identities. Like Town says, what even are the French? You know, a lot of it can't stand.
What's happened to you, mate? What's
stand
happened?
up.
Yeah, I can't agree with that, to be fair. Mate.
Yeah,
our world has got a lot bigger, mate. Our identities are shrunk.
I don't mind doing an alliance with like the North Sea peoples to destroy America. I'm okay with that.
What's happened to you, SJJ? Really?
I am realistic.
Giving up on nationalism now, and now you're a globalist. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, but he has a point with this because America is sort of going its own way, and then we have these European shiplips in Europe doing nothing. They're just building the EU project that's sort of on a large sort of retirement scheme for boomers, but there's no power.
We have to get our act together and project power as some kind of empiric force again, you know, as like Europeans, or it's over. You know, this is
we need to break free from America to do that.
You know, people who retreat behind small borders and just try to block out the world fail. They get steamrolled in. You know, in the global order today.
I'm all for the conquering, but we're not in the position of conquering yet.
I'm not against trading either. If that's what you're talking about, there's nothing wrong with trade. I don't know why do we have to invite the rest of the world to live here?
To be
We
more
don't.
like America.
We don't. This is the thing. We need to get our act together.
America want us weak.
Unite
so
together.
America want us weak, so they pushed this whole open borders shit for a long time now. Like, let's say, so energy is everything. You want to do anything, you need energy. You want to conquer the world, you need energy. So we have very expensive energy. Let's say we wanted to, so how do we fix this? We want to go our own way. So maybe we sort of make a cheap energy deal with Russia. Do you think we could do that? No, of course we couldn't. Because then you'd have George Soros would come in, crash our currency. America would pull its little tentacles and destroy our economy. Whichever politician suggested such a thing would suddenly find there's a terabyte of child porn on their hard drive. And then he would be replaced with someone who was very, very, very pro-America.
So you're actually pointing out the inherent weakness of trying to go it alone.
I'm, like I said, I'm okay with like working with some other sort of North Sea Europeans.
We don't need to go alone anyway. We've got the Anglosphere, so I don't know what you're talking about. We still rule the world. I don't know what you.
Well, there we go. We need to be part of some kind of re-emergent empire.
Okay, so it's really simple. It's like this: America continues to rule the world, and we become the dominant lobby in America. We muscle out the Israeli lobby, and
good. Yeah, let's do it.
That's it. That's the plan. That's my plan anyway. That's always been my plan. Plan for ages. I don't want to tear down the Anglo Empire. We should keep it.
But Tharium and his want to destroy America first.
Well, Tharium does. I'm not Tharium, am I? You know what I mean? Mercian, what do you want to do? Have a ham sandwich, a bacon sandwich.
Bacon sandwich. No, be specific. What do I want to do about what exactly?
Do you want to save and preserve the Anglo Empire, or do you want to tear it down like Tharium does? Whose side do you want, Tharium? Pick a side.
It's not the Anglo Empire, though, is it?
Well, I don't. I mean, I've always saw myself as a little Englander, so you know. I mean, the British Empire was a double-edged sword for us. Because okay, we brought a lot of prosperity to the world. Look what it's doing to us now. Oh, you conquered the world, therefore we need to live over in your country as revenge. And I'm like, I just want to be left alone, guys.
But little England gets crushed on the global
I don't really see why it gets crushed, though. To be honest with you, why can't we just be a rich, small country?
Because we have to have a strong economy that can compete. And if we don't have that, then we have a recession, people lose their jobs, and they go demanding socialism again,
We can have a strong economy. We just have to reindustrialize. People will buy our stuff because we're famous. Made in England should mean something. All we got to do is we got to steal back Rolls-Royce and Bentley and Aston Martin, right, and some more of these other cars, Land Rover, right, still back then. There's 4 basically luxury cars.
When you say steal back, what do you mean? Nationalize?
Buy them back, buy them back off the Germans, get it back, right? And so there's 4 businesses for you that can make a lot of money.
The problem with nationalizing businesses is they have to be profitable. If they're not profitable, the taxpayer ends up paying twice. It's like if you nationalize railways.
All of these businesses could be easy. I don't know about nationalize or whatever scam way that we do it. We need to get them back off the Germans and the Indians. They're our industries. They need to be protected. People will, if we manage to sort this country out, people will buy these things if they're advertised properly. I think we covered this on the show last year. I played a Rolls-Royce advert for you, and it had that lesbian girl from Game of Thrones in it. And it's like, that's not how you advertise a Rolls-Royce. The whole, when you think of a Rolls-Royce, you think of the king of the cars, and you think of a lord, an English lord, driving to his manor house or something. And that's what we could sell to the world. We could sell thousands and thousands of those cars to the world if we advertise them properly. And if we were a proper country, if we got off our knees, we could sell things to the entire, because it would say made in England on it. And people would think, oh, the English, it's very upper class in England. It's very posh and it's nice and it's a luxury good. So we could be selling luxury goods to everybody, in my opinion. If we got our act together, I don't really see why, I don't even know what you're proposing, SJJ, but I mean, I just think America should just continue to rule the world and we'll just be this rich country off the shore of Europe. in retirement, essentially. Like we did our
That's not
our
how
bit.
power works. That's not how power works.
Well, we did our bit. We conquered the world, and well, who's going to invade us? Nobody.
America has, and they flood us with immigrants.
America is not flooding us with immigrants.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Well, why are they all here?
It's not because of America, is it? It's because
America controls who gets into power.
Let's not take self accountability away from us. It is our fault.
Yeah.
More than America.
Well, I mean, but like there is influence. Like you and me couldn't just become prime minister, right?
Yeah, it is. He's right. This is a victim mentality.
Like
blaming it on everybody else instead of ourselves.
It's same with the Jewish stuff. It's obviously they got their hands into it. They're kind of let's say they push it in a political way, but it's still ultimately we're not doing anything. That's where it lies on us. Isn't it?
Yeah, but it's just this is just beyond me a bit. Like I was saying about the Russian stuff. That like if we wanted Russian oil, cheap Russian oil for energy, we can't do that. We wouldn't be allowed to do that. So we're not really a country.
Well, that's because we have to pick important alliances, and so at some point you can't buy from the enemy of your ally, and so that's fully understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to have a trade deal with America. That's just business, isn't it? We want to sell Rolls Royces to Americans, and they would buy them, and woolly jumpers as well. I'm just saying that because ever since I watched Clarkson Farm, and he talked to a lot of our wool just gets thrown away. So all we got to do is make woolly jumpers fashionable again, and then we can make a whole bunch of money. English wool, the money's just sitting there. You just got to advertise it properly. So we should be selling loads of stuff to America. Americans love us. I mean, they hate us, but they love us.
They don't. They hate us.
They love us, but they hate us.
Some do, but there's a lot of hate as well.
We should be selling
especially
stuff
from the
to them.
government.
You know, English beer. Right.
But all of that needs energy, right? And we don't have any.
Yeah, well, we'll build some power plants. We'll get the uranium from Australia. I mean, you hate America. I'm saying we should sell stuff to America. You know, like why not?
I just want to be independent again.
I think we all do, but I think we have to accept like England is not a dominant power anymore. It's just
we are on the decline since Brexit. I'm going to come out and say it again. Brexit was a scam. It was a mistake. We've been fucked over.
Ramona.
Just Brexit.
Fucked over. I'd vote to rejoin if it was tomorrow.
The problem with what you're saying, SJJ, is our politicians have hidden behind the EU for everything. Oh, we can't do this, the EU that. We can't do that, the EU that.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
What has happened to you, Ash? Is this Colin Liddell?
No, it's not Colin Liddell at all. It's realism. It's realizing that we're in such a declining country since Brexit. We have 1 billion Pakistanis in the country instead of seasonal Polish workers.
Is Colin Liddell against Brexit? Is he against Brexit?
As a young person,
is he against Brexit?
No, he's not. I don't think I've even asked him about it. As a young person, my social mobility has been limited. Now, I can't go and live in Europe if I want to. So, I voted for my less opportunities. All these things.
Well, why do
have hindered us.
Germany, Sweden, and France all have worse demographics than us?
Because they're attached to the continent. Like Bruce says, we're an island. It's much harder.
Yeah, but the being flooded with immigrants, that was happening one way or the other. That was the plan all along. EU or not.
Definitely is a problem, but it's accelerated much worse. Leaving the European Union has not saved us from mass migration. Nobody can say it has. And you can say, we didn't do it properly, but the outcome is what it is.
Well, a step closer, but it didn't solve it. A step closer.
We're further apart. We're further away from it. We've had so many people come here since.
It's just an extra layer of bureaucracy that you just remove, though.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, if Boris didn't bring them in, or whoever the fuck was in Brexit at that time,
you want to be ruled over by the European Union? Are you utterly mad? Like you're
No,
not
I
even
don't
a
want to be
nationalist.
ruled over
You're
by
not
it.
even a nationalist anymore.
I don't want to be ruled over by them,
Well,
but I
that's what
want
it
to.
is. That's what.
No,
That's
it's
what
not.
we're talking about.
Look at like Denmark, right? Denmark has managed to figure out, as far as I understand, the problem like with migrants.
Like, you
Whilst
do realize that, like they say, demographics is destiny, right? You do realize being part of the European Union, you are moving your country in a certain direction, which means more and more and more and more integration with Europe until essentially we have the European nation. That is what it is heading towards. So you want to.
This is what America wanted as well.
But now
America
it's
were
going
very
that way on its own.
America
without
were
us.
very anti-Brexit. They didn't want that because they like us in a nice little easy to control box.
I can't believe you're against England now. You're literally
I'm
the
not
enemy
against
of
England.
Well,
I'm
you are.
against a
You're the
weakened.
enemy of England.
I'm against a weakened England that is getting subsumed by foreigners and declining.
You want to merge into Europe. Unbelievable. What has happened to you?
I don't want to merge into Europe.
Well,
I'm against the decline. I'm against all the foreigners that are flooding the country. All of these things have happened post-Brexit. It has been an utter failure. Now, it is what it is, and it's kind of, up to whatever political class we get in the next 10 years to, like, fix it. But if they don't fix it, we're fucked.
I'm just shocked. Can somebody else tell him he's being an idiot?
What are the positive? Show me the
positive.
positives of Brexit.
You think he's right?
I'm backing Stevie, mate.
Let's go.
You want to join the European Union as well?
No, I don't. I don't want to rejoin the
positive?
European Union. I think it's fucking disgusting. But in the sense of like England is weak, we cannot stand on our own. It's just a fact.
So what do you mean he's right then? Because he's saying rejoin the EU, and you're saying he's right.
I think we're still in the EU, just with without the fucking label. That's it. We still follow their laws, just we haven't got the slight benefits of it.
Well, I'd say we're all in the
younger
same
generation. What a bunch of absolute plonkers you are.
You people don't care about the economy at all. This is the thing, right?
No, I care about my people.
I care about I talk about the economy all the time. I've never heard you talk about the economy. I've never heard you talk about cutting taxes.
I mean, look at there's the argument during Brexit, and a lot of people said, "No, I'd rather be poorer and be sovereign."
Yeah, but we didn't get that. We
didn't,
got
because
it.
we're ruled by traitors and American
Yeah, we got a
puppets.
step towards it though. That's what we got. Step 1, and then you take step 2, and then you complete the cycle. We just haven't taken
The
step
demographic transformation since Brexit has been incredible.
Yeah, but it's happened all over
You
the
can't
continent.
blame that on Brexit. It's not Brexit's fault.
Before Brexit, right, all the jobs in my local area were done by seasonal Polish workers who went home. Now it's Africans who live here and aren't going back.
But this has happened everywhere in the continent. This is the plan. This is the Great Replacement Plan. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm just telling it like I see it. I'm telling you.
France is full of foreigners too, and so's
The
Germany.
view on the street.
Right, but we'd still have that though, if we're in the EU.
Okay, like
they'd have come over
No,
anyway.
what we had was seasonal Polish
what
workers.
we had though, but
And
that
they
we
went
wouldn't have that
home.
anymore. We wouldn't have that anymore.
Just trying to find God's own prototype. He's telling me off because I haven't. Right, Farage fled the battle at the key moments. Yeah, Farage let us down. We know that. The Visregard are allowed to be more.
I know people hate this to hear it.
Well, the Visegrad lot, the US is pushing more immigrants on them as well, in Eastern Europe. This is just the US plan all along. Again, all they give you is fucking brown people and gays. That's all America gives you.
Brexit removed the fig leaf excuse of EU membership as to why our power elite were fucking. Yeah.
And gave us 5 million Africans and Indians.
So did Angela
but
Merkel.
they're to blame now. We can't blame the EU on it anymore.
Oh, great.
The Leave vote was legitimate, but our power elite used it to fuck us rather than hold the ace in the hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they just,
The difference is somewhere like Denmark has managed to figure out within whilst keeping the benefits of the trading union, have managed to figure out a way to stop the immigration, and we could have done that ourselves.
I think
it turns
Denmark.
out.
I think Denmark benefit from being one of the small players. Like us, Germany and France, it's a bit different.
Can I just say I'm genuinely glad I've got some people in the chat like Alphabet Cat and God's Own Prototype who've got their heads screwed on properly. I cannot believe it's
living in the
20 to
past,
10
Bruce.
on a Sunday night, and I'm talking to two quote unquote nationalists who are telling me we've got to rejoin the European Union in the year 2026.
I didn't say
year
that.
2026.
We
Well,
are
I don't even understand.
Europeans,
You say
bro.
SJJ's right, but he's not right. Like I don't
No,
even
I say he's
understand.
right in a sense. Well, we're in the EU, but Brexit is a fucking fraud. So
Right, so
we
Brexit's
might
a
as well not
fraud.
have it because we haven't got it. You know what I mean? It's the illusion of it. That's what I mean.
We do have a Norwegian here who works with the EU but is not in it.
Yeah, but all it means for Norway, we are also part of the EU without a vote. We basically do everything the EU tells us to do.
Yeah.
In effect, so I don't know.
Would you join the EU?
I would vote no, because I think it's gonna sort of crash anyway, and sort of best to be out of it.
This is the thing. Right, God's Own Prototype. Jobs should have gone to the teenagers, lowered the age of compulsory education, etc., etc. Okay. Now, this is common sense, small government talk. This is the thing. I would listen to you, SJJ, and you, Zeb, a little bit more if you actually had some economic sense in your heads. If you were talking to me about lowering taxes, scrapping the education system, scrapping the
I'm all for
NHS, cutting taxes, going back to the gold standard, all of these kind of small government, libertarian, pro-business talking points, the kind of points that I say all the time. If you were churning out these kinds of talking points, then I'd be listening to you. But you're not. You're literally, well, maybe not you, Zeb, but you, SJJ. You're literally just like, yeah, let's rejoin the EU, give all our money to BlackRock and Elon Musk, and then use a virtual reality and get a digital ID and work as a delivery driver or something like this. Like, what are you even talking about? This is insane. This is insane.
All I'm telling you is the demographic transformation since Brexit has been massive. We brought in the rest of the world from the worst parts of the world to fill the jobs that the Polish were kicked out of. And the Polish would come and they would go home. It was seasonal work. It was mainly like students and stuff who would come here for a small amount of time and then they'd go home. And now entire towns, my entire town has been transformed by people who are not going back. And there is an economic reason for this. You might not agree with it, but the politicians in charge do. And they have brought these people in to fill these roles, and the companies have done this to fill the roles because of Brexit, and it's massively been kicking out own bollocks.
False notion of causality. You're saying it's because of Brexit. It's not because of Brexit. If they'd have done
downstream of Brexit.
If they'd have done Brexit properly, we wouldn't be having this. Boris Johnson betrayed us. The Tory party betrayed us. They gave us the referendum. We had Brexit, and they were like, "Yeah,
so it's downstream of Brexit.
We know you don't want any immigration, but we'll just increase immigration." We got betrayed. We were betrayed.
So you agree it's a result of the Brexit deal we ended up with.
You haven't answered why it has the rest of the continent also had the same problem.
We still had Indians coming here before Brexit, by the way. Do you know what I mean? Like, we'd still have mass immigration if we were still in the European Union. It's not like if we were in the
Blair Oaks were the first people to start turning up that dial as well, and that was well before Brexit.
Yeah, it's like you're painting this rosy picture. If it wasn't for Brexit, the country would be full of Polish people. I don't think so, mate.
I'm telling you, the view on the ground, my town has been transformed.
But they were going to do that anyway.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
But they weren't. The Poles were doing these jobs.
Oh.
Well, you're telling me there was some grand plan that in 2017 they would just force all the Poles to go home and import like Pakistanis and
No,
people
they
from,
just
from
replaced
Africa.
They replaced the Poles with the Africans. Yeah, that's what they've done everywhere.
Why
across
would
the
they
whole
have done
continent.
that? Why
It's cheaper,
would they do
cheaper,
that?
cheaper, and to sort of make us fractured.
Also, it
No,
pushes
it's-
the Commonwealth shit as well. Obviously, the Brexit's trying
No.
to create the markets with Commonwealth and accepting their people is one of those things. isn't it?
Yeah, that was Nigel's thing. I want less Poles and more Indians. Oh,
We've got a great comment from Martin909. SJJ, look at Ireland, you melt.
yeah. Look at their demographics. Speed running their extinction.
Yeah, but you can look at Luxembourg as well, and they're fine.
They're not in the EU. I don't
The whole point of this conversation, Brexit or no Brexit, the government has chosen to fill the country
Mm-hmm.
with foreigners. That's the bottom line. Whether, regardless of if you're in the EU or you're not in the EU, that's what they wanted to do. Some countries in the EU have a good government that doesn't want to completely destroy their country straight away, and our country is out of the EU. Unfortunately, does have a bad government that does. It's the membership of the EU is not the point. The salient point is your government run by a bunch of cunts? This is the problem.
I mean, the Poles and the Hungarians are being fined millions every day by the EU for not accepting enough Browns. You know, our government would, of course, be bending over. Give us more Browns. So, yeah.
Yeah, mate. I don't know what's
Anyway,
happening.
I see no benefits from it whatsoever. All I see are the negatives that we ended up without any trade deals. We ended up having to pay import duties on everything. This ruined the economy. And then, they flooded the country with workers from these easy foreign lands, and we're much worse off for it than if we'd have just stayed in and dealt with it like Denmark, and we'd have had more opportunities individually, in a selfish sense. You, Tharium, you, Brutus, you, Mercian, you, Zeb, could all, if you wanted, have chosen to go and work wherever you want yourself, but now you can't.
I told you I'm a little England. I really, the world has no interest for me at all.
Yeah.
You know why does this happen? You've driven into the forest and you've had a panic attack, isn't it? That's what it is. You've been doing your flipping delivery job and you saw some grass and a cow and you're like, oh, England, oh, it's a bit scary.
Brexit. Why did Brexit do this?
I mean, let me paint a parallel dimension. Let's say our elites went for it and actually went, right, okay, we've got to do Brexit. Let's go for it. Do you think we'd be in the same position?
Well, they believe, and companies believe, and like the NHS believes, that they need people to fill these roles that evaporated. Like, lots of Poles had to go home. And so imagine 1 million jobs just vanish, the workers vanish. They left these roles. So these companies then had to recruit.
I think they did set up a system for any sort of EU people in the country to stay.
Sounds like you want H-1B visas for Silicon Valley as well, don't you? Are you on board with that, mate?
No, not at all. Not at all. I would have preferred the previous system where it was students from Poland or whatever who went home seasonally.
I'm talking about in America, H-1B visas in Silicon Valley, because it's the same argument. Oh, we need experts from foreign countries.
Americans are just stupid to do it, yeah.
Oh,
Trump's words, not mine.
Yeah, Trump's words. Anyway, this fucking conversation's depressing me. Like, this is just horrendous. I really. Do you know what? I think it's just. I think the stock market's done this to you. I really do, because and I think this is part of the reason why the West is being destroyed. Because maybe not in this country, but the middle class in America, they invested all their money into the stock market, and now they're watching the stock market, and now they really care about the GDP, basically, and all the talking points that support the stock market, and the line must go up. They're invested in it, and they just want the line to go up, and they forget about nationalism, and they forget about production, and they forget about the working classes, and they forget about all of this. They just want their money in the stock market to go up, and so they embrace all of the globalist ideals, and that's one of the reasons, at least, why an entire generation of Americans have just been completely brainwashed into globalism, and they spread this poison all across the world. And now here we've got SJJ. He made some money on the stock market, and now he's saying we should rejoin the European Union. It's like, what?
Because the country is in decline compared to other economies, and when the country is in decline, when the economy is in decline, and
hold on,
people lose their
compared to what?
jobs and prices
Compared-
go up, then what happens is the country, the electorate, then go and vote for left-wing parties, socialism. You get worse things. They say, we want this, we want the daddy government to come and fix it for us, and so you end up in a worse place later down the line. You have to have a functional economy that works for people. Otherwise, they go to the ballot box and vote you out.
Okay, you say we're in a worse position economically compared to other countries. What countries?
Compared to America.
Yeah, because
America's growing.
Exactly, 'cause
we're not.
they get to extract from us because they're an evil empire. Compared to the rest of the EU, we're actually doing we're doing fine. I mean, the rest of the EU are not.
Oh, so
doing
you're
well
saying the
economically.
Labour government's doing a great job of the economy?
No, I'm saying it's so bad everywhere.
Yeah, let's paint a different picture. Let's say not only did they do Brexit the way Brexiteers wanted it done, but we actually used some of our natural resources and stopped all the green shit. Where do you think we'd be then?
Yeah, but we vote in left-wing governments because people are unhappy with the economy. This is like the cycle that perpetuates.
We're only allowed left-wing governments. Tories left-wing, Labour's left-wing.
It's going to be like, unfortunately, you're not happy. I mean, in a few years' time, you're going to end up with Nigel. Again, you don't like that solution. I agree with you. It's got all its problems, but he's got the only chance coming to fix it under the freedom of Brexit. And if he doesn't do it, we're screwed.
Yeah, I mean, he won't though, because we're not allowed anything. Only America's allowed stuff.
I mean, there's an AI revolution going on, and we're not part of it at all. We've got 0.01% growth or something.
None of this has got anything to do with.
Yes, I think Labour would want to be part of this AI revolution, but here's the thing: because of all their green energy, and we've got the most expensive energy in Europe, if not the world. I mean, yeah. Well, imagine a world where we did manufacturing, we had cheaper energy, and it's not a hard world to imagine, because that should have been the path of course. Imagine if we could make our own semiconductors as well.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to do these things, we need trading partners, and that is what we were. You hate to hear it, but we were part of an economic union for a reason. It wasn't just.
Well, the EU was a protectionist bloc. If you're into all this global trade, then the EU isn't the best for that.
Oh,
I mean, the world's a big place. I mean, lithium and cobalt and things like that don't come from Europe.
Europe's not growing. It's not getting richer. It's like you got this weird idea in your head that if we attach ourselves to Europe, we'll be connecting ourselves to America.
No, I'm not suggesting it's perfect or anything. Or
it's shit is what it is.
I'm saying we kicked ourselves in the balls since Brexit. It's clear that we did. We're in decline. We've ended up with 5 million extra foreigners.
Europe's in decline.
Yes, it is.
Even more than us.
You're blaming it on the false cause. This is not because of Brexit. This is because of incompetent politicians. They're not the same thing. If we had competent politicians, they could take Brexit and they could turn it into something fantastic. They just haven't done it. Brexit is not the problem. The politicians are the problem.
This is like saying communism isn't the problem because it's never been tried properly.
Oh, that is so dishonest.
Brexit was never tried, Brutus. Over it.
We've always been part of the European Union for the last 1,000 years. We conquered
We got scammed. We got scammed with Brexit. It was a scam.
We got scammed into the EU.
Oh my God Almighty! Do you not understand that we used to be a wealthy country before we joined the European Union? Do you not understand we used to be a very, very wealthy country? We can do things by ourselves. I
want to see it. I'd love to see it. I would love to see
Well,
it.
it doesn't sound like you do, mate.
All I see is my town turning into Africa.
And you're blaming it on the wrong cause. You're blaming it on Brexit when you should blame it on the politicians. That's what's
I feel like
here.
I have a right to blame it on, the last 10 years are the last 10 years that I look at.
Okay,
those were the
so-
ones that have impacted me the most. I blame these things.
So I'm just looking up. Our economic growth for Britain in 2025 is expected to be about 1.3 to 1.4%. Do you know what the Eurozone's expected growth is? 1.3 to 1.4%.
Yeah, that's the whole Eurozone, so that's an average. That's averaged out. Are you suggesting that free trade zones are not good for an economy? That these don't help businesses?
Why can't we trade with the EU? Outside
Because
the EU?
they won't let us.
Because it's a protectionist bloc, right? So if you want your maximum free trade, you don't want to be in the EU.
No, because they have a rules. I agree with you. It's problematic.
You
but
can't
they
have
a
both.
rules-based system where they have regulations upon the products, and you have to sign up to the regulations if you want to
Are you
do the
seriously
trade.
quoting a rules-based system to me? Are you coming on this live stream and telling me we have to
You're
follow
the ones who are
rules
just throwing slogans at me. I'm
based
saying
system? What has happened? I'm
the
utterly
EU
shocked.
is a rules-based system.
Oh my God!
Obviously. Yes, it is. Obviously, it is. You're
Are you listening
equating.
to Richard Spencer while you drive around the countryside?
You're
I think
equating
it's-
rules-based order, which is something completely different, and
I think you've
claiming
been
I'm
listening
saying
to
something
Richard
I'm not.
Spencer.
The thing
He's
is,
done it
on
to
this
you,
very
hasn't
stream, on this very stream, Tharium has shown you pictures of France about them becoming Africanized. Was that Brexit as well?
They're attached to the continent, so this is something different. But
Oh
all those
my
Africans
God.
is coming here anyway.
Oh my God, the cope.
Right. So they'd be here as well, wouldn't they?
They are here.
Right. No. Yeah, exactly. The EU wouldn't stop that. Being in the EU wouldn't stop that at all.
In fact, they could get on a plane once from the EU to here. Why would they bother with the boats?
Mm-hmm. Our politicians would be mandated to take them in as well. Like all those
All
fucking
I
wankers,
know,
all those fucking wankers.
none
in
of you
Calais.
can explain to me why all of the jobs in all of the factories in my local area used to be done by Poles, and now it's Africans.
Yeah,
Shouldn't be by Poles,
one
to be
more time.
honest.
You're blaming it on Brexit when you should blame it on the politicians. You're blaming it on the wrong cause.
Blame it on America. America's to blame.
I'm just telling you exactly what's happened.
Blame it on the
anyway.
Tory party. Blame it on the Tories. They screwed us. That's it.
They did. It was a scam. That's
In
what
fact,
I've been
blame it
saying all
on
along.
all politicians after the Second World War. It seems like.
Yeah, mate. Anyway, I'm shocked at your. I'm getting fed up with this. I got to work early tomorrow morning. I'm just depressed. Gonna go to sleep depressed. Our younger generation has no vision for this country. You just
Oh, fuck off! Come on.
Well, am I
You're stuck in your
wrong?
ways, Brutus. You are. You're stuck in your ways. You're not seeing beyond your nose.
I'm stuck in my country.
Yeah, but like all your rhetoric is kind of like, like we're still an empire or something like that, but we're not. We're not an empire.
I'm not
anymore.
saying that at all. I'm saying
all you're kind of like, we can be this, we can be that. We're not an empire though. Like that can only work either if we're a part of an empire or somehow we regain it back.
Well, just to reiterate my point, I don't think we can become an empire. I think America can continue to rule the world. We created America. It's our colony. We can sell things
used to be
to them. But the point is that we have a great soft power. The whole country knows who we are. The whole world, knows who we are. They know our story. Everybody knows who King Arthur is. Everybody knows who Shakespeare is. Everybody knows these stories. They are aware of us as a cultural force. And that means that we can sell stuff to people because made in England should mean something. and it doesn't mean the same thing if we're just part of the European Union. So I just think it's, I don't know. I just think it's utterly defeatist, and I would rather be poor than be part of the EU. To be quite honest with you, I mean it's so humiliating, and it's so humiliating. You want to get on your knees and take orders from Brussels.
No, I do not. What I want is for us to be part of a
money,
re-emergent,
GDP line must go up.
No, it's not that at all.
Join the European
We
Union.
are European.
Take orders from Brussels. I tell you what,
we are Europeans, and we need to be re-emergent as a bloc again. We need to kick all these people out, and we need to be successful again. We need to band together against the forces of the global South that want us dead.
Okay, SJJ, I agree with that, but I don't think you'd ever get that with the EU. Like, I'm fine with Europe, the European peoples, but like working together. But the EU will always try and stop that. Like, they don't want any of that nationalism. They're very much like in this.
Because they're woke. They're woke.
Yeah,
they're full of shit libs.
I think
exactly.
The best chance for what you want is to have parties like the AfD and stuff getting power in Germany because they want to leave the European Union as well. I mean, and once Germany's gone, the whole thing's dead. So once that happens, then you can have, all our nations.
Any better.
Well, but then, once the EU's gone, then our nations can start working together again.
All right, that's 3 hours. I've had enough. I can't tolerate this anymore. Anyway, thank you for coming on the show, guys. Tharia, Mercian, Zeb, SJJ, mate. I don't know what's happened to you. It's very depressing. I'm very sad. But anyway, thank you for coming on the show, and we'll be back again next week, and hopefully we'll have some good news. And next week we'll have a nationalistic show, and it'll be about the glories of our country.
Next week it'll be a cope show.
And I don't know. I'm sorry, everybody in the chat that had to go through this, but thank you very much. Thank you guys for coming on. Have a happy new year. God bless. Goodbye. Good night.